I have a slideshow at the beginning, remember? Of random art that Emily has
Slideshow?
drawn from Thursday. Yeah, she's drawn a bunch of memes and stuff. It's very fantastic. I'll show you guys some of them later.
I'm disappointed. Am I disappointed? I don't know. I walked into pictures and memes and I thought the video Andy sent was the slideshow for some reason.
Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Some good memes, some quality memes. If you guys are willing to spend the effort to make them quality memes, go for it. We talked about
Wait, that's
ASMR
someone.
like 2 weeks ago. Sorry, no, a month ago. I just
Did
scrolled
we?
up in the pictures and memes, and there's a
Yes.
fucking beating you with a frying pan ASMR.
That's not even the weirdest one I've seen, you know?
There's
But
definitely
it's so
weirder.
real.
You know what? Maybe I'm into
I
it.
love
Maybe
the
I'm not.
one I love one that's like ASMR, I'm a nun trying to cure your bubonic plague, and actually by the end she just gives up.
Nice.
She's like,
Well, too late for you. You're dead.
Historically
I'm
accurate.
sorry. There's nothing that I can do but pray for you now.
I mean, what is a nun gonna do for you, you know? Like,
Hey, she can
at least
try.
if you bring in the priest, he's educated, you know? Like, this nun might have been sent here because she was too ugly to marry off.
Yikes.
Brutal.
Oof, that's rough. But that's not what we're here for. I've already started the stream. Let's not say anything horrendous. I think.
Excuse
I
me.
hope.
I didn't know.
I'm kidding.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. It's okay. Nothing you've said is recorded.
Slandered
Wait a
nuns
second.
everywhere.
No, it's fine. To be fair, half of what we do here is blasphemy anyways. So, I think that's much more fun. Having a little bit of blasphemy here and there. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a little bit. It's not been that long. Last we had left off, our wonderful little party of adventurers found their way into the city of Asheville. There, they, kind of went to the university, spoke a little bit to a professor that seemed to have been specialized in regards to demonology. They acquired a little bit of information, for the most part, learning that there seems to be some sort of activity that seems to be happening in a coastside ruin to the north of Asheville. Having left the area itself, they had some time to themselves, and a few of you decided to kind of split off from the group to try and find some entertainment for yourselves in regards to the later of that evening. While for the rest of you, or some of the others of you, you all followed one esteemed member of yours to go see a council member, specifically Esther's father. As we kind of pick up ourselves just a couple hours previous to where we had left off before, let me see if I can do that without breaking the entire game, because now it looks like... Hello? Did I just... Okay, no, we're good. Is that going to break the game by doing this? Please. It didn't break it. Excellent. Okay. Let's wind back a couple of hours to when Esther, as well as, if I remember correctly, it was Rune and Simon that had departed to go and seek out your own father. Is that correct?
I believe so.
All right. Let me go double check something. But as you guys are wandering about the city, would you remember where you had previously lived? Yeah, you probably would have. But would you be able to navigate the streets?
I was about to say I wouldn't be able to navigate it. I'd probably be like look to Simon and Rune and be like, okay, I'll bring us there, and then I'll take like 3 steps over and just like
walk into a
poke some
wall.
guy and be like, just be like, yeah, do you know where? And then just give him like the general address or however they operate here.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, without too much of an issue, and with the assistance of Simon and Rune, you managed to find the estate of which you remember relatively well that you had stayed at before. A long time coming. When was the last time you were home, Esther?
Uh, would it? I imagine that she visits like semi regularly. Like we're talking maybe like once a year.
Okay. So let's say your
So
last
probably like
visit was
the most
probably
recent biggest holiday,
okay.
whenever that would have been.
Given that it is early spring, it probably would have been New Year, so maybe like 5-6 months ago. Yeah, let's go with that. And as you kind of approach this relatively large building, Rune and Simon, the two of you are rather unfamiliar with it. Um, Surprisingly to the two of you, it actually isn't located within this kind of like closed off Lord's Ward that had been there, that you guys had seen at a distance across the actual canal in the center of the city. It is actually located near, like halfway in the actual city itself, kind of mixed in with the various different recreational alleys and such. You see nearby restaurants kind of, holding their own, various different other residential places where you see a variety of different families kind of going in here and there. And as you actually approach Esther, you do get a few hellos and waves from the various different folks that do recognize you. You see an older, well, you wouldn't see it, but you would recognize them from their
In
voice.
quotations.
Yeah, exactly. You would recognize someone from their voice, an older kind of half elvish woman, probably in her late 70s, kind of walk over. Esther, is that you? You see that she's got like this short golden hair just above her chin. And like a relatively neat kind of blouse, but there's the front covered by what appears to be like an apron that's just covered in flour. Esther?
Yes, that is me.
Oh, it's so good to see you. It's been a little bit. How you been? Oh, dearie, come here. She kind of pulls you into a hug, and you do
Oh
recognize her.
yeah.
Um, both through the verbatim voice as well as the kind of behavior. Uh, what's her name? I'll give
Shit,
this to
fam. I
you.
don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey.
You said a half elf.
Yeah, she's a half elvish woman, somewhere in her 70s. She still looks like physically relatively young. Probably she looks like she's in her 40s on a human standard, but
I don't know. We'll say like Ellen or something.
sure. Yeah, you recognize her, and her name is Ellen, and she was one of the folks that kind of were around and who know both you and your father relatively well. You know that your father is a relatively kind of well acquainted with the world kind of man. He likes to leave his estate and kind of talk to the folks, not just around his entire area, but to the entirety of the city of Ashfell. He's well known and honestly relatively well liked.
Yeah, I'll just like as she hugs me, I'll just say, yeah, it's things have been going well as of recently. Just passing through, figured that I'd stop by since I was here.
Oh, well, your dad's not expecting you. This will be fun. A surprise for him. Well, I think it'll be a good
I
thing.
know it's pretty time that I come here is usually pretty standard, pretty usual. So
Well, there's usually
ought to
quite a
be
bit of
interesting.
snow in the air when you're around, but it's good to see you and it's fresh and beautiful here. No, I'm sorry. Don't let me keep you. Your father's probably waiting to see you, right? Have you informed him you're here?
I am not. You see, I feel I've probably caught him at a bit of a disadvantage, but
Oh, well, I think he'll be upset for a bit, but he'll probably be certainly very be happy to see you. Go on then. Hello to you as well. Ooh. She kind of looks at the two of you, specifically at Rune. She kind of coos a little bit. Ooh, I like your horns, dearie. They're very fashionable.
Oh, I thank you. I was born with them. Or rather, I believe I was gifted them by my yaya.
Oh, I like that. Both of them are very excellent ways. Yeah, take care of them. You know what? Here, give me a second. She kind of runs back to the building she just emerged out of, and after maybe about 15-20 seconds, she comes back and kind of presents the three of you with what appears to be like little shortcakes with bits of frosting on top. Freshly made, probably about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, thank
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you eat normal food, but you can have one as well. She kind of gestures towards you, Simon.
I will put it in my mouth hole.
What does it look like when Simon is chewing this shortcake with the...
I don't chew.
Oh, it just vanishes.
It because it goes into the bag, so it's you know,
Okay. She goes,
it's rude not to eat it. So
oh.
Rune kind of thinks to herself, but doesn't say aloud. I thought that's how I thought that's how Simon stored things.
All right. But yeah, she kind of moves off and lets you guys continue. Just on a side note, in specific situations where you guys are interacting with characters of your own kind of backstory or people that you would relatively be aware of, I may ask you that question. Be like, hey, describe this character for me, or give me a name for them, and things like that. So be on the lookout. It gives you a little bit of more presence within the world, and you guys kind of get to create a little bit more of your own characters, but intimate backstories, if you so wish.
I wonder what that's like, having people in a backstory.
Yeah, don't you fucking worry, buddy. I'm gonna get you too. I'm gonna get you too.
So glad all my people are like miles away.
Yours will just simply have more trauma involved. It's fine.
Not untrue. Not untrue. Okay. But yeah. Question. Esther, your father is the
Yeah.
elf, right? Or sorry, you're a full elf? So both of your parents were elves.
Yeah, they were just different types. My father is a high elf.
Gotcha. I don't remember
I
if
took
you ever
after mother.
I don't remember if you ever gave me a picture for him, did you?
Yeah, I did. I'll send you the. I'll resend the link, but
I can't find it.
it has everyone in it.
Okay, excellent. Oh, I just opened it up on my actual main
Yeah, no
screen.
flashbang.
Ah, I'm so sorry. Would you be able to send me these as actual pictures on their own? Because I can't
I probably
download
can,
them
yeah.
off of here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saved them all with the prefix of Esther somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could just send me those. But for now, as you guys kind of approach the actual area itself, it is relatively calm, and you can see that the area around is kind of like, relatively, yeah. It's not necessarily that it's deserted, but there is some sort of activity that seems to be happening all around this kind of like small courtyard. The building itself is timid, to say the very least. It's a three-story kind of building that is set in an elegant kind of like almost I would say like French style. It is a beautiful kind of building with this balcony on the second floor, and you can see that they have a relatively large yard. But as you kind of wander up to the main area, let's see. Okay. Yeah. As you actually kind of approach the main gate, Esther, you would, in essence, see what appears to be like a tall, elvish man. Not one that you immediately recognize until you kind of get a little bit closer, and then you realize that this is a familiar guard. It's the it's the head guard for specifically your house. What's his name and what's he like?
We'll go with you said he's a full elf.
He is a full elf. He seems to be like rather tall, strong, and like well built.
We'll go with Rin with a Y.
Okay. Let's see. It was Rin with a Y.
Yeah, like RYNN.
Okay. Yeah. As you kind of wander up the area, you see him kind of take a small bit of a bow as you approach. Lady Esther, you're home. This is rather unexpected.
Yeah, so I've been told. This is passing through. Figured I'd, stop by.
It is rather good to see you. Has your father been warned of your coming?
No, it's kind of a last minute decision, all things considered. I just figured I'd stop by because if not, if I ever mention in the future that, I was here and I didn't visit, I'm sure I'd never hear the end of it.
Ah, I understand. Well, give me a moment to prepare you. Prepare your father for you. I will inform him but please, come in. He kind of opens up the gate and gestures you inside. May I know the names of your companions so that I may introduce them as well?
I'll kind of motion to first Simon and say, that's Simon, and then that
I wave.
is Rune.
You see he kind
Oh,
of...
it's lovely to make your acquaintance. Rune bows her head a bit.
Seeing Rune bow, Simon will also bow.
All right.
Like a perfect 90 degrees.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah, okay. You can see he kind of like takes a little bit of a bow as well, indicates to another female guard behind him to kind of like have her take the lead to make sure to watch the gate as you guys kind of wander into this wonderful and kind of very beautifully well kept garden. As of this current moment, you watch what appears to be a goblin currently tending to some of the various different kind of bushes and hedges that are currently stemming from the actual ground itself. There is a small fountain of which, Esther, you are relatively familiar with the sounds of it kind of just like pedaling out a bit. And yeah, you see Rin kind of make a small bow before heading towards the actual main house itself. Please feel free to explore the lawn. It is your home after all. I will be back shortly with your father. And then he departs.
Why does
Very
your
well.
father need to be warned? Rune whispers to Esther.
Well, he's usually a pretty busy man. I'm sure he might, has many meetings, various things going on.
Can he not just sense that you've entered his domain?
Is that something that you and your family and people do?
Well, no one comes in and out of the forest without Yaya knowing.
Well, I fear that my father and most people there, I say, cannot sense to that degree. He is, an elf at the end of the day, so nothing too crazy.
Hmm. Interesting. Land works differently than it works on the Fey realms.
You can just, is that something that you can do there?
Well, I can't. It's not my land.
Oh,
I have just been blessed to live on it.
well, fair, I suppose. Well, no, he is not capable of doing that. So, he'll have to deal with word of mouth.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes, I suppose it does make the whole like greeting and well, every other process a bit more tedious and slow, but it is how it is.
Simon, can you sense when people come into your land?
I do not own land.
Neither do I suppose.
I mean, I don't technically either, so.
Hmm. Rune thinks about this pensively.
And as you're kind of pondering this, you see a tall, kind of elvish gentleman walking out with this long, bright white hair. And yeah, he kind of wanders out of the home. He looks like he's in some sort of dressing gown, not necessarily dressed up to the nines, but as he gets closer, you do recognize your father. Esther, if you could describe Cyrus for us.
Yeah, he, let me pull the thing back up. As mentioned, very tall. Seems to be a high elf of, I don't, elves don't really like age much, so it's hard to really say how old he is in like human terms. But yeah, long kind of white hair. Despite it being an elf, is actually um somewhat muscular, not like super strong or anything, but he certainly doesn't let himself go. I would imagine to basically everyone else aside from Esther, he probably looks very serious, maybe even slightly intimidating at first glance, but yeah.
Yeah. And as the rest of you watch as this man kind of comes out into the yard, almost in a little bit of a hurry, you see following closely behind him is Rin, who kind of escorts him out as well. But your father kind of glances around the actual um, yard itself, and you see that the instant his eyes kind of meet yours, there's this bright smile that erupts on his face. The serious demeanor that he currently or had previously held kind of fades as he walks up towards you, and very quickly, as soon as he approaches, he kind of pulls you close for a hug. Oh, dear Esther, so good to see you. What are you doing here? I didn't expect you here for another few months. Have you come here to brighten
Uh,
my day?
I suppose so. To be fair, didn't fully expect to, be in town until a few days ago, but I
Well,
figured that, since we were passing through, I'd stop, see how things were.
oh, it is so good to see you. Truly. How are your eyes? They've not recovered, I'm guessing. It's been years and years. I don't suppose they would have changed.
No, but it's certainly, it gets easier to manage every day.
I'm glad. It's always good to hear. Hello. My apologies. Uh, and who might you be? He kind of looks at the other two.
I
Do,
am
Es-
Rune.
do Esther and her father look alike?
Oh, very much so. Uh,
Oh,
Here, let me give you the picture. Where
A
is
goth
it?
daddy, am I right? I mean,
goth
I don't say
daddy.
that.
Where are we sending this photo? Oh,
We
we're
should
sending it
film
on.
it.
Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be on Foundry.
Oh my
On Foundry.
god.
It's a goth daddy. I
It
mean,
is
I
indeed
don't say
God
that.
Daddy. I mean, what? Do you say that out loud, Simon? Oh
Of course. No,
my
of
God,
course I
Simon.
don't.
Damn. Okay.
Can you imagine?
I mean, yeah, I could imagine.
But Simon is, of course, just
Mm,
struck by this goth daddy.
mhm,
The
mhm.
wires in Simon's brain short circuit a
It
little
feels
bit.
something that they've never felt before.
Yeah.
Good God.
Uh,
You can see he does like a very quick, like almost bow, takes the hand of both of you and kind of kisses you lightly on the fingers for both you and for Rune and Simon. Actually,
Oh my.
for Rune he would. For Simon, he would shake Simon's hand. Um,
I
well
wish I
met.
could feel how strong this grip was, but I don't know if I don't sense the grip strength, unfortunately.
Well met. I suppose both of you are companions to my dear Esther.
We're
Yes.
Esther's friends. I met Esther in Coldrain.
And cauldron.
Well,
That's
I
where
met
I'm from.
Esther falling out of the sky from the Fey realms.
It's true.
Wow. That is
The last several weeks, or really the last like couple of months, has been very eventful.
That was just a few days ago.
Oh
Am I
yes,
wrong?
no, I was. Well, for you, it was you know, I think it's been like what, a couple weeks now.
a few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, but I met Simon a bit longer than that.
I see. Well, that is good to know of you. Welcome to my estate. Please, come in. We can prepare you some tea and perhaps a dinner. Would you stay for dinner, Esther?
Yeah, if you're having anything.
Of course. To be entirely honest, I haven't eaten yet, and now would be probably a good time to take a break regardless. There's been
Yes, how has your work been recently? We saw some well, we heard some uh events
disturbances.
going on out in the streets.
Oh, yes, the protests. He kind of looks around. What's your insight, Esther? Would you? Yeah, give
Um
me. You would know him pretty well, so I'll give you a +5 to it.
you pull it up.
You know what? I'll ask for a roll here, actually. Simon, Rune, and yeah, all three of you can roll me
All
an
three of
insight check.
us?
Yeah.
You roll an insight? Okay.
Specifically, Esther has a +5, but the other two are just a standard.
Wait, this is an inside check for determining.
Insight to
Just a general insight check. Oh, okay. All three of you did pretty good. Simon,
It's the
Rune.
most readable man in the world.
Well, it seems like he's almost wearing this worry on his face, very much so. And the two of you, given that you can kind of read his face and his emotions and kind of various different movements, you can see that there is this worry in his face as he's kind of like glancing around the entirety of the yard, not necessarily cautious of the people around him, but he seems to be on the lookout for other things. But as he does this, he kind of pulls you a little bit closer, Esther. Come on, inside. We can have a less guarded conversation inside, please.
Sure, by all means.
And for the two of you, please make yourselves at home. I do have to ask, what is it that you consume, my dear automaton friend?
Oh, I don't consume, but I do appreciate culinary arts,
Excellent.
if that makes sense.
Then please come in. He kind of gestures towards the actual front door, which is currently opened by Rin, and the three of you kind of make your way inside, and you can see this large, kind of almost elegant ballroom-like entrance hall with these kind of set stairs at the back of the building that seems to kind of curve upwards, and you can see this kind of almost roof height seal, or sorry, well, yeah, it's like a 3-story high ceiling, as you can see these balconies on the interior of the actual building that seems to kind of go all the way up, that allow you to see through this kind of skylight that seems to be at the very center of this building itself. He makes a small turn to the right while kind of holding Esther, like he's kind of like casually holding you around the arms and just basically as locked arms with you to, you know, kind of guide you when you're walking, as it seems he's very familiar with it. But you guys get pulled into what appears to be a rather large kind of dining room. There seems to be enough room for maybe 7 or 8 different people. Please have a seat. I do have to apologize. My wife, Larenthia, is currently not in town. She's taken Alandori for a bit of a hunting trip. His really first one. Thought it was about time that he, at the very least, learned a little bit about the world. But they should be back within the month. And perhaps if you're still here, you can meet them. But Esther, please sit. He kind of sits, and you can see one of the servants brings out a few kettles of tea, relatively freshly boiled. And as soon as he sits down at the head of the table, you can see he almost kind of like slouches down in his seat. And Esther, you had detected this like while you were outside as well. He seems worried. His heartbeat is faster than it should be. There's creases in his eyebrows that the others might not have noticed, and you can see that his breathing is almost ragged, and he seems tired. His entire body feels like it's tense and unrelaxed. It's very different to how you usually see him, because when you usually see him, he's like, while working, yes, in the council, like if you've attended any of the council meetings, he's certainly like this quite often, but not at home, not when he's supposed to be relaxed. And as soon as he sits, you can see he almost like slumps down ever so slightly. Well, it's been a strange time for you to come back, Esther.
So I've gathered.
Yes. I suppose you've seen the rallies, the protests against the council.
We passed a few, yeah, on the way in.
I've had conversations, and I've spoken to quite a few of the protesters to try and really determine the source of it, and what they say and what the council does is very different. I haven't told you much about work. I suppose I may as well. Typically, I don't want to worry you, but recently, over the last few months, there's been these troubling times. A new councillor has been elected just a few weeks ago. Oh, sorry, actually, no, it'll be a few months. Just a few months ago. Councillor Abel. She's human, though not to discredit her for being such. She is young, rash, is the best way that I would put it. Certainly not the most comfortable environment to be in. And she...
I mean, to be fair, most humans do tend to be. And I can say that. I have a human friend now.
Do you? Excellent. Well, I look forward to meeting them.
I don't think I don't think he's gonna want to be here.
No?
Very odd individual, that one.
Careful.
Oh, that is not the one I wanted to put on. I'm so sorry. Okay. He kind of furrows his brow, and you can see he kind of pinches the bridges of his nose. Councillor Abel has been, at the very least, a headache. I've been, as you well know, I am decently well liked amongst the city folks. They support me and they respect me. I'm the people of the people. I'm here to represent them and to ensure that their best interests are represented in the council. But Councillor Abel does not seem to be on the same page. She seems self-absorbed, is the worst that I would put it. I don't think she's a bad person, per se. But she's managed to sway many of the council to her side. People whose support I could count on to ensure that they would pass policies that would, for the best of the city, for Ashfeld, for, well, the entirety of the Everglades. But recently she's just been erecting barriers between the people and herself. That wall, I don't know if you caught wind of it, but the wall that was erected outside of the Lord's Wars, the Lord's district, wasn't necessarily supposed to be there. It separates the council and the various different folks that they gather to be in with the people who don't necessarily have it. It separates them from the districts that are around, and it separates them from the people who are.
I imagine that can put up a lot of, or at least make it seem like there's a lot of distance between the people and the council.
Yes, to say the very least, an artificial barrier that didn't need to be put up. The gods are excellent.
It's a real barrier or an artificial barrier?
Well, it's a wall. It's a physical wall.
Oh.
Previously, there was no wall. But yes, the
A physical wall.
folks who were better off, who were on the council, who had seats within relative power, had a place where they gathered. But I never really implored that, and I have been here very, very long.
How extraordinarily, what's the word? Human of her to just waltz on into an area and within just such a short amount of time cause such large ramifications.
It's how they live their lives. Slow studying about the future is not what they think. It's about the immediate consequences of it.
It is certainly a bit of a culture shock on my end to have to travel with two.
Your companions seem, at the very least, very entertaining. I would love to meet the rest of them if they are willing. But if not, there's little
I can't say they would be willing.
Not
Well,
to
at least
I
a
am
couple of them wouldn't. I feel
down to earth.
Neve kind of just needed to be there to, babysit the humans.
Yeah, you see when he says I am down to earth, he tries like the weirdest wink ever. Like he winks with one eye, but then he like closes the other eye and then like opens both at the same time.
I just smile and nod because I can't see it, but I'm sure for the others who can wink, can Simon wink? Much to consider.
I don't have eyelids.
Oh, well then never mind.
But his eyes can turn on
and Rune
off,
doesn't.
right, technically?
Yeah, they can turn
Nobody
on.
really.
He can consider that winking.
Sure.
Nobody really winks. Where I
then
am.
this is like the perfect group for him to have done that too. The cringe is subjective, therefore there is no cringe here. So carry on.
True. He doesn't know. But if they are unwilling to meet me, then I understand. I hold a position that is, well, it comes with certain
They
audiences,
just
I
have an interesting relationship with authority and
suppose.
the like.
Would you believe
Yes,
me?
I would like to emphasize it is absolutely not personal. If anything, it's their fault.
Okay, I understand. I will not take it personally, but it's just good.
Maybe
to
on
hear
the
that you're
maybe on the
okay.
return trip, maybe they'll loosen up a bit.
Absolutely, I would love to see you more within the city, and perhaps I could even get your counsel.
Of
I have a
course,
question.
I've been told that I am very wise.
Yeah, of course, Simon. What's up?
If this woman is not popular,
Ma'am.
how?
Oh, sorry.
What?
You're asking. Sorry, you're asking. Okay, you're asking in character.
I'm
Sorry,
asking
I
about
thought
the
you were
human.
I thought you were asking me. Sorry. Yeah. Go for it.
How did they get on the council?
It's not that they're unpopular. It's that their policies that they've implemented after they've gotten into power is unpopular.
Oh, how does your council work? Is it
It is by
election?
vote. Yes, elections. Typically, those who are elected are brought up to the position for life. there are elections to keep them there, or there are elections to revoke their permissions on the council. I've been here for, at this point, almost 240 years. I
Wow.
saw Ashfell when it was but a small piece of land with nary a proper building around. I was here when the canals were properly built. I was here when every single past incursion happened. And every time that I am here, I continue to work so that the people can avoid the dangers of the incursions. We erected walls around the outskirts of the actual city itself because we had to. Ental fell. It was close to home. And there was demons all abound in Miseland, in the forests out in the Goldiot Plains. We couldn't afford to not put the walls up. But there's no reason for the ones to be existing around the council members. It doesn't make any sense. I personally don't understand it. They've implemented policies that would bring themselves more power. They would recruit more soldiers, and yes, they are amping up the guards, but they're not doing it in a way that is beneficial to the people. You can see more and more members of, what did I call them? He kind of thinks for a moment. You can see more and more members of this blasted guild, what was it, Demon's Bane, show up around the entirety of the streets. And sure, there's a few of them that remain out here with the people, with the lands, with, but the majority of them are concentrated inside that little piece of land. It's just, I don't know why they would do it. Give me an intelligence check, all three of you.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ah,
Oh.
Ah.
Oh. Simon,
I'm too distracted by
you're too distracted
the God
by
Daddy.
God Daddy.
Trying to
Oh,
blink
I-
too hard.
You're trying to breathe normally and just like blink. You realize you're not supposed to be breathing or blinking. And then you're like, oh shit, you steer the other way. But Esther, you're not really picking up on what it is that he's kind of insinuating. But Rune, you do. It almost feels like the situation that he's describing is that there seem to be it seems this woman on the council is constructing something, moving away from the people that they're supposed to protect and potentially working for herself, for the people on the council. You're not sure. To me, the least that she's doing is, at the very least, incredibly selfish. Protecting the council? What's the point? If the council falls, the people remain. But if the people fall, the council does not. There is no point to our existence. He kind of gestures to himself as he says, if the people are not here.
Is she particularly... Oh, sorry, I'm asking as Rune. Has she always been particularly close with the councilman?
No, it's been recent. I mean, we always knew of her house, House Abel. It's been around, but they've spoken to several of the other council members, and she's kind of drawn them into her side recently. Not all of them, mind you. I still have few trusted contacts who will side with me for certain things, but at this point it feels like it's her versus me. Or her versus us.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And every
Does
single
she,
day it feels like we are fighting a losing.
does she have something on the other council members? Bribery or blackmail or
Be
both?
to be honest, I was actually thinking the same thing. If she just kind of came up recently and has caused such major changes in such a little time.
I'm going to be entirely honest, Esther. I don't know them well enough, nor have I snooped behind their backs to determine. But for the ones that I have known for a long while, they are good, trusted people. They are generally people who want the best for Ashford, for the Everglades. This sudden turn does make me suspicious of things like that, but I can't do anything of it. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Look into it with private detectives. What if they're caught? Put the entirety of the city in danger. At this current moment, I can only fight back on the council against her.
I can see why you've been stressed recently. Then it sounds certainly like a lot more
Yes.
divisive than even what I've been through the last few months.
Well, I suppose, yes. It's just I've been writing all these letters to try and understand, to try and find out if there's anything that I can do to potentially wing back some of these councillors back to my side. And I've had talks, I've had meetings, coffee, drinks, whatever not, to try and speak to them in ways that they would understand, but they seem so on her side. Even people I consider good friends. At this point, they feel like strangers. Not in the way that they are, but in their views of our people. So I can understand the frustrations of the students, the guards, the works, the various different guilds that the city is supposed to represent.
Is she magic?
There's a few of us on the council that are, but we aren't meant to cast spells, especially not on other council members. There are sanctioned duels if one wishes from the arena, but they're rarely lethal and typically not the way that we would like to solve our issues. Speech. Talk. A convincing argument here and a convincing argument there. It's the way it's always been. Well, the way it should remain. Good, honest politics. And you could see as he's kind of like rubbing his forehead, you see a variety of different dishes kind of get brought out. Some of them just absolutely scrumptious. Esther, what would Esther's favorite dish be?
Um, considering that this is a the city here is like a port city, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is a massive port city.
I would imagine then it would probably be some form of seafood. As not to just say like actual food in real life, but like probably some like
You could say a food in real life. Doesn't matter.
beast. Well, I was just gonna say, like some like ocean-related beast within D&D. I imagine. I can't think of anything off
Okay.
the top of my head too
We're gonna go
wild.
with Chul Beast.
Sure. I thought those were aberrations, but yeah, you know.
No, they
Worse.
are. But it would be, yeah, it would be giant shrimp beast. Giant lobster? Let's go with giant lobster. Giant lobster beast. There's a variety of different dishes that are kind of brought forth. You see the majority of them are kind of some sort of seafood related, though there is a dish which you could see is just basically strictly vegetables. A lot of them seem to be either fried or kind of like stir fried in various different ways to kind of bring out this very beautifully wonderful aroma. A lot of it looks freshly caught. There's even raw oysters off to the side with these lemon slices and this kind of like small bath of, like, there's no ice in it, but the actual bowl itself is cool to the touch. You see a variety of different kind of like filleted lobsters. There's like some crab. There's literally what would amount to like a seafood boil in the center of it as well. It's really nice. But please dig in, have some food. What kind of host would I be if I didn't at the very least have some dinner with all of you? But
I'm gonna
oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna save some for later. Like save some for the other people who aren't here. So I'm gonna put it in my mouth, but for the purpose of keeping it intact so that I can let other people try it.
Now my question
Okay.
is, does it stay intact in the bag of holding,
Ah,
or would it
good
scatter?
question. I don't know. You're the DM.
You know what? We'll determine that when you pull it out.
Okay.
Do the reverse like bag of holding trip where someone like you have a monk run in place on the bag of holding to kick everything out of it.
You just
Only
hold
works in
Simon
3.5, but
upside
it's fine.
down and just like shake him.
Yeah, please don't shake.
Give me the food.
I'm gonna walk really carefully so that it's like not shaken.
I'd say that's a good call. Oh, also, before I forget, how much do we know how much do we know about potential mind manipulating magic?
Give me an Arcana check.
Should we all roll Arcana
Yeah,
or
go
just
for it.
me? Eh, good, because my Arcana's not that great. I'll be so real with you guys.
I'm gonna roll another one, so it's okay.
You rolled a
Ooh,
one?
next door.
I
Rune don't know
succeeded.
shit. Rune don't know shit.
I mean, all things considered, all three of you would know that there is the existence of mind manipulation magic. There's illusions, of course. There's various different thoughts and kind of suggestions that can be put out and various different things like that. And of course, it is something that is potentially there, but you would know that for the most part, the council and those people who would typically be on the council would usually, as a kind of out of game explanation for it, like a lot of them have relatively high wisdoms and charismas, so typically they're less prone to being affected by those things.
Well, you would hope a politician has a high wisdom in it. I look
Well,
at the camera.
yeah. But Simon, you're aware that there is different types of like magics that would potentially influence the mind, and you are aware of some of them that don't necessarily specifically alter or like force things to be resistant of it could just be like a slip of a word here and a slip of a tongue there that eventually through enough repeated work some people could potentially be influenced or changed. And Esther, you would know even further than that, in that there are potentially spells that could fully control people if it was something that could be happening, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You would also know that if someone is a sufficiently powerful enough spellcaster, they could cast multiple instances of various different things all over. And it doesn't necessarily have to be at the council members. It could be at people that they want to protect. Though there is there is also the high possibility that a lot of them they could just be, well, actually convinced by the words of this counselor. You haven't heard anything specifically from Counselor Abel, so you don't know what she's been saying to them.
Hmm.
It's distressing,
Interesting.
to say the very least. But
I will say,
yes.
is there anything that we can do to help?
No, I couldn't possibly ask any of you to do such a thing for me.
Maybe not Esther,
Mm.
but we got some skilled people in our party. Some of them who have the ability to wink, and sneak
Do we?
Oh, and seduce bar maidens.
and seduce bar
And
maidens
seduce bar maidens.
and strong men
And
and
seduce strong men.
no, I mean, and there are strong men and
I haven't seen him
tentacles.
try.
There's tentacles too.
Tentacles?
I'm really not good at summarizing.
Is
the
that what that
skills
is?
of our
I
party.
never honestly I never knew that was tentacles. I thought it
Oh,
was just a large surge of magic that just like a column, if you will.
large phallic structure.
Why would he say that?
Oh,
He raises
are
an
we?
eyebrow.
What is the shape?
No.
I'm being
Doesn't
descriptive.
sound like we're very convincing.
Look, I could not possibly ask something like that to the dear friends of my daughter.
But it's not for you. It's for the people of this city. I think I can tell from the way you speak. You care about the people of Asheville. I think that if there's really something sinister going on, it's for the good of the city that we figure it out.
You see, he kind of like slumps into his chair. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Not persuasive. Okay.
Oh,
Where the heck did my character sheet go? Heck. Come back. Come back. I closed it.
That was really good.
Okay, there. Mm,
With
wait,
advantage.
with advantage?
Yep.
Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna finally use my thing where I add a d4.
Oh, built for success.
Oh.
Let's go. Okay, roll the d4.
Okay. You could also ask me for
20.
guidance, right?
Oh fuck. God damn it. Well,
I
okay,
was programmed to be persuasive.
I also am programmed to be persuasive. Should I try?
I mean, if you guys want to, feel free. Well, to be fair, I think like specifically in this situation, Esther hasn't said anything in relation to her wanting to help. But I mean, wait, sorry. I guess yeah, because the other two said, "Is there anything that we could do for you?" But would Esther participate in this?
I mean, I don't think she was saying anything in this moment. I do have a guidance I could, in theory, give.
Okay, then yeah,
but
either Simon or Rune can give me that persuasion check. You still both have advantage because he is like he really wants someone to help him with this, but
Okay.
he doesn't. Yeah.
How do I roll with persuasion again?
With advantage.
Oh, I press the up B.
Yeah, 13.
I'm not that persuasive.
That's okay. It was a pretty low DC anyways, but he's kind of like looking between the two of you. Look, I can't officially sanction any sort of work like this. So if there is something that you want to do, you are free to do it on your own terms. If you
Yeah, it was all Esther's idea.
He kind of looks towards Esther.
I just like look at Rune.
She has like a cartoon smile, like just Frederick. Yeah.
Esther, I wonder for those
Yes.
I don't want to ask you to do anything. that you do not want to do. So, I believe the decision, regardless, should be up to you.
No, I mean, I'm similar to you. You know, I see myself as a, servant of the people. And while my post may not be here in Asheville, this is still my home. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing what I can.
You see, he like sighs a little bit, and like a little bit of relaxation kind of comes back to his shoulders. He places his hand on yours and kind of grips it for a little bit. Thank you. But
Okay.
Esther, don't do anything stupid. I don't know what Counselor Abel is able to do. I don't know what she's capable of. And I don't want her to do things to you or link me to you, specifically for things like this. Sorry, Britt, would you mind
Would
muting your
I?
mic? Britt,
Britt.
we can hear
Yeah.
here in the background. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, would I know if this counselor Abel would like be aware of me? I mean, I'm sure that probably not it's probably not hidden that he has a daughter that is like blind, but I don't know like how I guess familiar this woman might be with that information.
To be fair, the majority of these people kind of keep their family pretty close. So unless you were actually looking into it, or unless she's actually looked into it, they probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean
And
she's a human, he said, so like
yeah,
like
give me
she would
a
have been born and raised like whilst I was
give me a history
gone.
check.
All these +1 skills. Not like this.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, should I have casted guidance on you too?
I don't think
No,
a guidance is gonna help.
No, I don't think a 3 would help in this case. I mean, you would remember that you've been away from the city for so long and you hear so little, the chances of her actually knowing you is probably relatively low. However, if she's properly looked into, like, House Vestar, she would definitely know you, or at the very least know that you exist.
Well, at the very least, I can always keep my distance should we find anything out. We have plenty of people that their faces would be relatively unknown here. And plus, stuff like that's not exactly my personal forte anyways. So,
How many members are on the council?
There's a total of 15.
15. And
Mm.
are there members of the council that, like, where would you suggest we start? Because I agree, I don't necessarily think that we have to go into this with what's the word? With
Mistrust.
yeah, we could try to just appeal to or try and figure out why they've changed their opinions recently. Honestly.
Yes, I'm not really sure. But Councillor Abel would probably not be a good place to start. She's... Well, I feel like it would be suspicious to immediately look into her, right? I'm sorry, I'm not good at these things. But I can give you a list of the names of people who have changed their opinions or I've seen drastic enough change to note. If that would help.
Plenty.
Helpful.
I'll provide that to you another time. But for now, please. What a dreary time, what a dreary conversation. Let's cheer things up. Here. A proper dinner. And maybe a bit of music to accompany it. You see he snaps his fingers a little bit, and this like kind of soft, melodious violin begins to play in the background, seemingly sourceless. But was there anything else that you guys wish to kind of speak in regards to this with him that you would bring up over dinner?
I would ask to see baby photos of Esther.
Aw.
More like portraits, but
That's what I mean. Baby
He
portraits.
does definitely bring out like the series of photo albums that he seems to have, because like they're relatively well off, and honestly there is tons of them of Esther, of her when she was a little babe, and you can see that like quite a lot of it she has these brilliant and kind of what color eyes does Esther have?
violet.
Violet. Was that after or before the change?
Oh, hold on, let me look.
Because if I remember correctly, I think she had blue
Oh yeah, no,
eyes before.
they're violet. They previously would have been more like an emerald color.
Okay. And yeah, you can see that Esther had these like sharp, beautiful emerald eyes that were almost like piercing through the various different like art portraits that you could see of her. And as she grows older and older, you can see through like this developmental change. For a lot of it, it's just a portrait of Esther's father, who looks literally the exact same as he did hundreds of years ago.
Wow.
And
Oh.
eventually, as the pictures kind of go on, you can see that eventually Esther begins to cover her eyes.
Yeah, it'd be probably like, I assume that they probably have one like every year.
Yeah.
Or something like that, or at
Something
least
like
like they go in increments of years. So the glow up from 14 to 15 is just like standard elf girl, and then from like year 14 to year 15 is something like, oh, well, all right.
Yeah. You can see that she begins to cover her eyes. She begins to wear this veil that seems to kind of cover a lot of her head. And if I remember correctly, Esther, your hair color is not white, right?
Let me check what I wrote down.
Pretty sure.
It's kind of like a bluish silver.
Okay. All right. But yeah, you can see that it is just Esther and her father in these portraits alone. But at the very beginning, before Esther was born, you did see that there is a portrait of another beautiful woman with kind of this white, almost white-ish kind of lilac hair. That was also present for a yearly portrait, and you do see that Cyrus Cyrus kind of lingers on it for a brief moment before flipping over to Esther's baby pictures and kind of flipping through them until eventually she kind of she leaves the baby pictures, and there is this large blank where you could see, aside from official portraits, Cyrus doesn't necessarily get new pictures kind of commissioned until eventually, approximately 70, 80 years ago, on the markings of or at the very least the years that you can tell on the portraits, you see another woman appear, and they begin to take photos and pictures together, where you do see that Esther occasionally shows up in some of these photos, or sorry, not photos, in some of these paintings, but not all of them. She's not always there. But yeah. Let me show you the pictures of those, because you do see a woman appear in it, as well as a young boy appear, about 50 or so years ago. A little baby being held for one of the portraits being taken, and give me perception check for the two of you who have eyes that can look.
Okay, let me do it. Da-la-la-la-la.
Ooh.
Oh, la bad.
Unfortunately,
Rune's not really paying attention.
Yeah, Rune, you're paying like too much attention to Esther, the dad, and you're just like, oh, they're so cute. But Simon, you definitely noticed that when Esther had left, the amount of stress lines that her father had gotten seemed to kind of like almost increase. And there's a lot of like furrowing brows. He never seemed really particularly cheerful in a lot of those, but at approximately the 80-year mark, or the 80 years in the past mark, you can see that in some of the paintings he becomes a lot more relaxed, a lot more cheerful, and generally more happy. And you can see that there is a smile on his face on the year that the baby appears, in which Esther is also featured. It's very
It probably
cute.
looks like identical to how she looks now.
Oh yeah, Esther looks the exact same as she did 50 years ago. Like she's gotten maybe like a little bit of a haircut, and her outfit is different, but aside from that, nothing is different.
Drop the skincare routine.
Oh,
It's all genetics.
You
damn.
do favor your father.
Do I?
Well,
I guess you. Wait. Do you remember what you look like? Is that a insensitive question?
I mean, I vaguely remember what I would have looked like when I was much younger. I can't say I know much about what I look like now.
you see your dad kind of like grips you by the hand. Yeah, let me show you. And you feel him casting a spell. And in that brief moment, with the both of you kind of focused and standing right beside each other, you see he begins to project these messages to you, but they're almost stills, pictures, frames of yourself, your companions that currently stand beside you, him. You see him think of your mom, of your brother, of the people around that you are very familiar with, of Rin. And for a brief moment, it feels like you can see again.
Does he send a picture or like an image of Biomom?
Of both.
She does shed a couple tears. But it's under the veil, so you know.
And at the end of it, you can see he pulls you into a hug. I'd be happy to send you any other versions of what people look like if you need it. Tell me when you're home. And
Yeah,
please,
next time we pass through, it shouldn't hopefully be too long.
good.
We'll stop by.
You need to visit more often. It's fantastic to meet the two of you. And it's always excellent to see you too.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Do apologize, I can't help and host you any longer, but there are things I need to finish tonight. But this has been a blessing. And
That
if
it
you find
has.
anything, please come back and see me. Yes?
Of course, we'll next time we're here we will, and if we come across anything that might be of importance to you, we'll bring it to you.
Excellent. Thank you. And before you leave, would you like to stay the night? Your room is as you left it, and I can ferry up 2 new guest rooms for the 2 of you.
Did we, out of character, did we mention that we were going to be coming back to the
To the
tavern that
other
we're
3?
staying at?
I don't know. Did they mention that they were coming back?
Yeah, I think we were all gonna meet up at the tavern that horny lady was gonna find.
Why are you calling her horny?
She has horns. I like how
Oh.
there was like such a big pause in between that.
A poignant pause.
Well, she was flirting with John a little bit.
Oh my god, no, she wasn't.
Totally was.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
all I
That's
can
how he
remember is
perceived it.
that conversation.
We were all there.
Hehe.
Yes, we did have arrangements for the rest of the group, but I don't know how long we're staying. So tomorrow night, if we're still sticking around, I might stop by at the very least.
That is fair. But regardless, this has been very nice. Take care of yourself. And to the 2 of you, take care of yourselves as well. Keep her out of trouble.
Thank you. I mean, I don't think she's the one we're concerned about.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's one of the other 2, 3?
2.
The other 2.
Two? Really just one of them, honestly.
Oh,
Yes, Giancarlo does concern me.
Giancarlo.
Libra more is just what's the word?
Giancarlo's of... Wait, that's a local. He's from here.
No, he's from
Well,
He's
I
not from
think
here.
he's mentioned that he was born here.
Oh. Interesting. Well, regardless, if they wish to meet another time, then they can. If they don't, then they don't. Elena, bless you. Kind of does a bit of a bow as you guys are left outside.
Yep.
You see Rin just kind of standing near the gate, kind of holding position. Departing so soon, my lady.
Yeah, a father has some work that he still has to attend to, and we also have
Yes.
some things that we need to do tonight before we turn in. So
It has been months since I've seen your father so relaxed. It is good to see you at home.
well, and same to you. Hopefully, we can make him a bit more relaxed on our return visit.
Excellent. Stay safe, Lady Esther.
Same to you.
But yeah,
Yay.
you guys wander
Rune
back
just like
into the city. Rune just
aggressive waving.
You can see he does like the one-handed, just like almost like a salute kind of wave, where he just flicks his fingers off of his forehead. But yeah.
I pretend I see it.
Yep. But yeah, you kind of wander back into the town in the late evening, ready to head off to wherever it is that you were meant to go. Did you guys want to head back to the inn to meet up with the other 3?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
See if they made it
eventually-
alive.
yeah. Eventually, all 6 of you kind of congregate back within this honestly relatively quiet inn that Alcon had chosen It doesn't seem that it's necessarily off the beaten path, but it doesn't seem like they have too many customers. And it gets later into the evening as it nears midnight. What do you guys all do as you're kind of meeting back up together? I would say that the folks who went to Esther's estate would probably be there earlier than the other three. So the three of you would kind of get there to the inn. Alkan would not be there, but she did pay for rooms, so you guys have available to you a total of 3 rooms in sets of 2. But yeah, you guys are free to do whatever it is that you wish. As yeah, the 3 of you would probably be drinking in the first floor, while the other 3 would be entering the tavern after having a rowdy time, as it were, inside a pirate's tavern.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There were only 2 of them with that.
Also,
We did
went
go to the bath
bathhouse.
though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true. You guys came
Yeah,
back
because
from the
remember one of
bathhouse.
them. I think one of them rolled high on the lingering effect or whatever.
Yeah, I think you get like some sort of beneficial thing. I can't remember what it was.
I have a
Me
neither.
D4 on any saving throw
That's what it
until I
was.
sleep.
Yeah,
That's what
but
it
not
was.
Neve.
No,
Yeah.
Neve lucked out again.
Eve is always screwed over.
Unfortunate. It's the dice. I'm sorry. It be what it be. But yeah, eventually the 3 of them return, and you can see they look relatively refreshed as they walk into this relatively calm inn. It's a single-story building. You can see that they have like all these vintage wooden tables and beautiful kind of wooden benches and chairs that are kind of like halfway across the actual, like half the bench takes up half of the table itself, while there's small like stools on the outside for other folks to sit on. The building itself is completely made of this like shiny hardwood, while the exterior has this like beautiful marble trim to it, and it is quite the place. And honestly, it looks pretty fancy. At the front, instead of having like a reception, or sorry, instead of having like a bar, they have like a sort of reception off to the side, and then in like another corner is where they have a like a bar or like a tavern kind of set up. And that would probably be where you guys find yourselves as the other 3 would approach.
What area of like town? Like this place is separated into like districts, right?
The town itself is not necessarily separated into various different districts. It's actually very closely kind of like packed together. They're all just like different areas just about the town. The majority of the people label it as the north side of town and the south side of town, and then they just kind of label it like northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. But all of the kind of like shops, recreational areas, everything is just blended together in this large affair. And to be fair, to be honest, Asheville is probably very difficult to navigate because so few people really, like the people who live in Asheville find it relatively easy to navigate, but the people who are new to Asheville are like, where the fuck is that? Kind of thing.
Yeah, at the
But-
moment we're in drip territory.
Yeah.
Damn.
If we go a little south, we'll get into the flood territory.
But you guys are
That's
in
an American
a
joke.
little bit more well-off part of town. It is relatively close to where the council kind of has the walls set up. Even from like the inside, as you're kind of glancing out through some of these stained glass windows, you can see this high wall that seems to almost like separate the council quarters, essentially, from the rest of town. But you are also right beside the main kind of large river that cuts the city in two. And you can see various different gondolas with these lanterns about them kind of drifting down the relatively calm river that goes into the ocean.
As the others kind of join, I just kind of look in their direction and say, so how was your old whatever you did after we left.
Oh, well,
I would like to state that Libra does not stop. It will probably just go to his room, whoever he is sharing it with.
probably
Okay.
me.
Probably.
Mm.
Okay. Well,
Well, yeah, he's a little shaken up after the bar thing. I feel bad, but what are you
I
gonna
can't imagine why.
do? Because they tied him up. I mean, it was pretty bad.
Oh,
No, not the way
What?
you're thinking.
I mean, probably the way she's thinking. There's only so many ways.
What?
What way are
would
you
be a
thinking?
good way? What?
did he consent?
No, I didn't
What
consent to
happened?
having a hand around my throat and slamming against the bar either. So I mean, no one got out scot free.
I thought you were going to a carnival.
No, the
No.
carnival's not in town yet.
Yeah. You
Oh.
see, you were at the tavern when a lot of this is going on, but yeah, no, they you see, Giancarlo
Oh
had an
yeah, I have to
idea.
kill that guy, by the way.
Yeah, lovely. Giancarlo had an idea,
Oh,
and it was to, I know, crazy stuff. It
I
it
have
was
it's
to,
50-50, all right?
and this is one of those 50s, just not the good one. And it was to find um a very eventful tavern or bar. And it did not go well because you see, he spoke to someone who was a bit of a trickster, a bit of a scoundrel that led us the wrong way.
Local
oh,
ganger.
Yep, and then we got held at weapon point. They tied Libra up. They grabbed
They tried.
Giancarlo and almost body slammed him. They put a bag over my head. A little redundant if you ask me, but hey.
it is
Um,
a little redundant.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm a bit surprised they didn't see the veil, but whatever. We all can't be perfect. And yeah, and they were not too pleased. Um, but yeah, so we didn't get to go to a bar, and then I had to leave because we were going to visit my father.
We
So
found another bar. It's a gimmick bar. It's a pirate theme, I guess. It's pretty, I don't know. It's themed. I mean, there's a waitress there that took a liking to Neve over here. And kind of like nudge him with my elbow.
We don't know that. I think she
Oh,
was just being friendly.
I think we know.
why didn't you ask her?
I don't think you're allowed to.
It went right over his head. He had no idea.
What do you mean you're not allowed to?
Well, like, they're working. Isn't that kind of their job?
Buddy, I don't put my hand on his shoulder. Buddy, you can absolutely flirt with the waitresses.
Look,
Okay.
all I'm saying is, me personally, or at least allegedly, I don't know personally, allegedly, I've heard stories of, people going to places like that and, kicking it off with someone, and then, they ask, and, maybe they conveniently have a 15 or a 20-minute break.
Or they just close down the bar and make it happen.
Or they just leave, well, if they have multiple bartenders, I suppose.
Or they
Oh.
run the bar.
What a storied night you had.
Well, it sounds like nothing happened.
Well, it made a decent story.
I mean, we did tell her we were going to go back.
Wait, was she a
Once
pirate?
He was wearing an outfit.
No.
She was wearing an outfit.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not like a real pirate bar. It's like it's it's kind of dorky, but I mean, they got a good selection. The party's going, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you call it dorky, but you're wearing that. At
Wearing
least I
what?
hear. I don't know.
Damn.
oh. Catch
Says the woman who can't see.
She's
Yeah.
knows.
Well, she doesn't need to see to hear how people treat you, so
What?
No, she's fine. Don't worry about it.
Nice save.
All I'm saying is I got to see what I look like earlier today. And I don't know. I stay winning, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Good genetics.
It's always genetics with you upper cityers fuckers. All right. Well, yeah, we got a full docket. We gotta go. I gotta kill a guy in a duel, and then we gotta go to a bar, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
I
do you
gotta
really
make up
have to, though?
Wait,
No, they
They
seem
were
pretty
very clear.
amateurish. Yeah. Well, no,
I mean,
they're
'cause-
amateurs. I mean, they got competition. What's wrong with them?
well, I mean, I say that because like we're leaving in a day or two, right?
Oh yeah, they didn't put a time limit on it or nothing, and they didn't have anyone
Yeah,
check.
so like
So like, no, amateurs, total amateurs. If this
they
was
didn't have.
Femdel, I'd either be dead or we'd
Is there
never know.
anyone in this room right now that like you recognize from that area that might have followed you?
I'll lean back and look around.
Give me a perception check.
Because depending on what you say here will determine a lot about the next
Giancarlo,
day, really.
honestly, you don't really see too many people around. Inside the lobby of this building, which is a little bit separated from the actual bar itself, you see like the attendant at the front, who's currently rifling through some papers and who seems to be counting coin and doing some stuff like that. You see like one or two people kind of sitting on a couch waiting and glancing around the actual bar itself, aside from the bartender, who's not paying any attention and probably a little bit out of earshot. No, you don't really see anyone.
No, not. I mean, it was dark, but no, I don't think it's anyone.
Well, then I don't know what's stopping you from just whenever we leave, you just leave and don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could. But I mean,
Well,
he
they're not
also
going to pay
screwed
you
me
for it,
over,
are
so
they?
I kind of want to stab him. So I don't know. It's a win-win.
I mean, I guess, but
I don't mind doing it, but I don't have to. You know.
well, I'm just glad that it's an issue that is seemingly on you.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, you found any barmaids for you, Esther?
I went to my father's house, so no.
Oh, I guess, yeah. None of the maids then.
It would be a little awkward, yes.
Yeah, probably awkward. Would that stop you?
Eh, they'd have to be newer.
I respect it. So what, are we getting fucked up or are we just going to bed?
I mean, we're already one down. We might just
Rug.
have to try another night.
Well, I mean, he wasn't going to come with us anyway.
I mean, you never know. Tomorrow could come by and he could be fine.
He
Maybe
seems
you
like
should
the
try and
type
talk
to
to
hold a
him.
grudge. Oh, yeah. He's not a talker.
Well, leaves a lot of room for you, I suppose.
I talk too much. It's a bad combo.
You said it, not us.
I don't need your commentary. Horns.
These horns were a gift. I am glad you appreciate them.
And so are these fingers. And he just holds up two birds.
You know, I really don't know what you're trying to convey to me right now, but I can sense you're
Do you
trying to be
have
insulting.
extra fingers? I
No, I
suppose
was
a rogue with extra fingers would be pretty useful for like lock picking and stuff.
no,
Maybe even
it's
sleight of hand. It
Esther.
would give you more
Esther.
control.
It's the middle one, only the middle one. That's what I was flipping her off.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
That was kind of the point, yeah. I hate explaining jokes. I'm going to bed. He's just gonna get up.
So, did anything come from your meeting with your father?
Well, we learned a bit about the protests that were going on.
Do they seem dangerous, or are people just upset?
It's hard to say how dangerous, if really at all, in the long term it is. But apparently, there's like some new council member that's been making some pretty drastic changes, all things considered.
Yeah, really stirring up a ruckus.
Yeah.
Building a wall.
A wall where?
Around like the council district the council like building and the rest of the city, making a bit of a divide.
Yes, we hear it's quite discouraging.
People are angry.
They,
Did you want to know more than that?
I mean, I'd like to be caught up.
Well, we're gonna help Esther's dad save the city from corruption.
Did you promise to murder a guy?
No, I
No.
actually said that we were trying to keep things above table,
Above board.
Okay.
above board, whatever. I don't understand sayings.
So we're going to council meetings, or
I guess
Well,
worst case we murder someone.
Well,
maybe
we're
not at the moment, but
Yeah, and we're helping Esther's father, but really, if anybody asks, we're just helping Esther. And then Rune tries to wink, but she like picked it up from Esther's dad, so it doesn't really go that well.
It's like a half wink, and then
Humans
both
are
eyes
wrong.
close at the end.
I've seen lots of people wake before. I don't think that that's it.
Well, I suppose I could keep practicing. No need to be discouraged. We keep going. Onwards and forwards.
I think it's onwards and upward.
have any
Well,
of you heard a saying before?
well.
Confusing. They're usually not literal. It's hard for me to remember.
Simon, I understand, obviously, but do they not have these in the Feywild?
Oh, I know what I've read in books, but it would be really. I mean, I would say the books cover a generous range of time periods.
Did you know anyone before we found you?
Yes, I have my brothers and sisters. And my yaya.
Do they speak?
Yes. In fact, they taught me everything I know. I speak 1, 2, 3. I think 6 languages?
That's a lot.
Yes, my siblings come from all over.
With
When you say siblings, like, are they like full-blooded siblings, or are we talking more in like the metaphorical sense of like
Oh,
sister so and
well,
so, brother so and so?
they are my siblings if Yaya is their benefactor.
Remind me,
I,
have we ever established who this Yaya is?
Yaya is my benefactor. She saved me long ago.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
and does this Yaya have a sort of leadership amongst you and your siblings?
She simply wants us to fulfill our destinies.
Can I roll insight to see if this is a cult?
Absolutely. From the best that you can tell off of Rune, there is no indication to you that this is a cult. You can draw upon your own experiences and thoughts in regards to it, but you would probably have to make a history or insight or investigation roll.
Maybe history, just to see if this name or like family connotation has come up before.
Go for it. Though this specific one you definitely haven't heard of or anything similar to it, there's been cases where, specifically in relation to your history, the location or the source of your power, there's been cases where they've, how do I explain? You know what? Come with me to the private channel.
Okay.
Hello, hello. Okay. In specific relation to this, you would actually get a little bit of information in that essentially hags and their covens, it is something that has happened previously where they would essentially kidnap or take people out of their will or get them specifically from trades that they would have gotten. And because of those acquisitions, they turn them into quote unquote their own family members. Oddly enough to you, it seems a little similar to what you're seeing here from Rune, but not like absolute. It doesn't scream the exact same thing.
Is there like from what we've seen her do, it's been a little bit magical, but mostly kind of rangery archer stuff. Is there
Yeah, a
anything
little bit
there
of
that would
both.
be like a tip off, like, oh, this is kind of like hag magic?
Nothing that you've seen, no.
Okay.
I mean, it could, like, hag magic comes in many different ways and sorts and kind of varieties. So like it could just be one that you don't recognize.
Interesting. But I'm definitely getting bad vibes.
Yeah, like suspicious vibes at the very least.
Okay.
All right, let's pop back.
Oh,
Bada
they're back.
bing, bada boom. I'm back, baby. But yeah,
Took a breath. You
that
still
is
think I'm in a cult?
I mean, yes, absolutely, but I'm not sure you know you're in a cult.
Well, do you comment this to me or no?
No.
Okay.
Is there any chance we could meet this family of yours, or are they going to stay in the Feywild?
No. Rune kind of taps her chin a bit and like puckers and squints, and she goes, "Well, I think he did go north. Well, we could meet some of my siblings, though they scatter. Mm, the rest of them are in the Feywilds. And to be honest with you, if we were to try and go visit, you would have to be let in. Really, it's my home is not found unless it wants to be found. Hmm.
So they don't like visitors.
Well, we do let visitors come sometimes. There are many people who want Yaya services, but mm, it's discretionary, I suppose.
And when they come for her services, what is there a payment? Is this she does this out of the kindness of her heart?
Well, and the rune kind of taps her lips again and kind of squints and goes, I suppose you could say it's payment, but really, it's a kindness that she bestows on them. And really, it's customary to show your gratitude, I suppose. It's great fortune she bids upon those who find her. And Rune kind of just nods. Sagely, it seems. Mm-hmm.
It feels like so long ago that you crash landed here. Did you mean to come here? I can't remember.
Yes, I did.
Did Yaya send you to come here?
Yes, to find my fate, of course.
Oh, okay.
All my siblings go. Yaya is a collector of potential, is what she used to say.
This doesn't seem that bad.
I
Anyways, I come to learn. I am still quite young, and really I will find my fate one way or another, won't I? But for now I'm helping my friends. How serendipitous that we found each other. That too is fate.
and your fate has nothing to do with what's going on here.
Well, I'm not sure. I would have to find out. I'm sure the stars and and the greater spirits will let me know and show me a sign.
We could wait for a sign. And Neve is gonna stand up and head to one of the other bedrooms.
Good night. Oh dear, I do think I might have scared you all. The Feywilds are so different from here. And Yaya's domain is quite different. Oh, maybe it was a little bit too much. My siblings have told me that it's a lot to take in.
Do your siblings return from their journeys?
Well, if their fate takes them that way, then yes, they may choose to come back. If they can make it back. Realm jumping is quite difficult, actually.
Ah. Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem that strange to me. I've met all sorts of different people in the university who are
Mhm.
also searching for their purpose.
Right, right. I mean, some of them call us Yaya's orphans, but really, she is just our. Some of us call her our benefactor. Some of us call her mother. Some of us call her teacher. It's really quite individual.
I think that that's noble of you.
Mhm.
And I think I mean, not Rune, Neve is just skeptical.
That is okay. Not
Everybody
everyone
does.
has so much faith in fate, but I'll know when I am led astray.
He's not in a trustworthy mood because a woman was hitting on him.
Did he get stolen from again? You can be honest.
She stole his heart.
Oh, well, that's a bit awkward. Should we reunite them?
I think we're going to go back when she's not working because apparently it is not okay to hit on a woman while she is working.
Oh
Fine, it just
my.
sounds like he's new to the whole, you know, ordeal.
Oh. Should we do it as a surprise?
I think they were speaking earlier when I was still with them of going back or at least going somewhere tomorrow night. So
Should we follow them?
Well, I mean, I was planning on going. I don't know about a lot of you.
Ooh, let's go.
Pirate themed tavern.
They were. I think Giancarlo specifically is a little in disbelief at the fact that I have clothing other than this.
You know what? Having a basic outfit that you default to every day makes decision making easier. I do it too.
Has Rune
I
changed
can't tell.
clothes in the entire period that you guys have been traveling together?
Well, she. Wait, this is out of character. Would I have to have another set of clothes in my actual inventory to say yes?
No, I'll say
Or
that
can
you.
I just say that she literally brought like 3 identical outfits?
You could just tell me you brought 3 identical outfits. That's fine.
Okay, she brought like 3 identical outfits and cycles between them.
Okay, fair enough.
If you ever want to buy more outfits, I could carry them around for you.
Oh, I would love to know what humans wear.
I mean, I only wear clothes because I was put in them, but they don't really serve me a practical purpose.
Well, is self-expression not a practical purpose?
Yeah, I suppose so. I have a sense of style, I think. Or maybe it's not my own sense.
I think it's quite scholarly.
No, thank you. Simon pulls up his like super thick coat that he wears, even
Yep.
though it's the middle of summer.
Yeah, it's getting very close to summer and the temperature is definitely warming up, but Simon doesn't seem to mind at all.
This
But yeah,
jacket was a great thrift store find from one of my classmates.
I'd like to imagine magical thrift stores. Like, what's this one? Oh, it's got one charge on it? Cool.
Yeah. This is Balenciaga.
Yeah.
I found it.
All right. Would there be anything else that you guys want to accomplish on that evening before you proceed to bed?
I'd probably apologize to Libra. Or attempt to, I guess.
Yeah. You kind of Libra, would you have left the door unlocked or locked?
I mean, I know I'm sharing this room, so probably unlocked.
Okay. The door is unlocked as you kind of walk in, Giancarlo. What state does
Mhm.
Giancarlo find Libra in?
He's probably just sitting on the bed he's going to use, just kind of staring at the floor.
He's just sitting on the edge of the bed looking at the floor.
Yep.
Okay. I'll slip in like kind of as gently as he can and just look at you like, "Hey man, you feeling a little better?" Yeah,
I
probably not.
suppose.
Okay. Well, uh listen, I'm not good with the whole apology thing, but yeah, I'm sorry for how things played out. I went looking for a little trouble for fun because that's what I do for fun, and clearly it's not something that you're into. So I know I fucked that up. I won't make you go to any other bar things that we were planning on doing. Just if there's some way I can make it up to you, I guess, because you're from Femdel, I'm from Femdel. We kind of get what's going on here. I want to just clear the air.
I hate to say it, I don't think you get it.
No, I probably you and I got totally different. And he just kind of points at his head and gestures. Yeah, it's we're both fucked up, but like, opposite fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll just That's my best attempt. I don't really know what else to say.
It's fine. Not like you knew that was gonna happen.
Well, I thought there might be a fight. I didn't think they'd, ambush us. That was kind of underhanded. I do want to kill that guy though, just on principle. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Uh, can I get you anything?
I'll be fine.
All right. Well, I won't make you talk anymore, and I'm just gonna go to bed.
All right. You head off to bed and so to sleep. Was there anything else anybody
No,
else wanted to do? Oh, Libra.
Libra does not sleep tonight.
Okay. Libra, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Uh, bam. Plus, hey, that's pretty good. But plus, oh man.
22. Yeah. You managed to avoid being overcome with exhaustion, but you do rest. You close your eyes every once in a while, just kind of thinking, but fighting back the sleep. The night passes by, for the most part, uneventfully. Though, if you are awake in the midst of the night, give me a perception check.
Oh no. Sure. Oh wow.
Okay. You. You
I,
hear.
hey, whoa, calm down with the laugh, my friend.
What do you mean? Don't worry about it. As you're kind of like just sitting there with your eyes closed, not really doing much of anything, trying to listen out for, anything and or everything to could potentially pay attention to. Um,
It's the music train.
don't worry about it.
Absolutely alert.
Um,
What happened today has him on edge entirely.
this would not be whatever it was. Let's go with this one. As you're kind of pondering things, you hear and see, as you kind of like immediately jolt upwards, what appears to be a small letter slid underneath the door of your room.
Aha. Yeah. He will. I mean, he's not wearing his armor, so cautiously and kind of like quietly, just in case there's someone on the other side of the door still, walk on over to the litter.
Okay. Do you pick it up? Do you leave it? Do you look at it? What do you do?
I mean, just looking at it right now, does it have writing on it to
Yeah.
anyone in specific, or?
On the top of it, it says, "To that strange half elf."
How far into the night are we?
This is like 3 a.m.
Um, yeah, you know what? I think he will absolutely open it.
Yeah. There is very few letters written on here, and specifically, you just see, "Don't even try it." That's it.
Um, cool, cool. Okay. I think he'll just kind of, I mean, remind me again. Giancarlo is human, yeah?
I believe so.
He's got the long ears though.
But he does look
Okay.
visually somewhat like a half elf.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just had to make sure. 'Cause yeah, okay, cool. Um, cool, yeah. having absolutely no idea what this pertains to, as any conversation was had after Libra had already left. Um, and obviously having not been there for the initial conversation of the guy that Carlo found, I think he just kind of like leaves it on the table and continues to stay awake and alert.
Mhm.
Probably now even more so, in the off chance that something bad might now happen to not just him but someone else.
Mhm. Uh, Fortunately, or unfortunately, the rest of the night passes by uneventfully.
Say this is Libra doesn't like investigate any further. Meanwhile, in like the other fucking room.
Everyone is dead. Actually,
Yeah,
you
it's just the
you wake up with your throats. No, I'm kidding. No, no, no. You guys are fine. Give me a long rest.
I actually don't sleep.
Oh yeah,
Like
Simon does not sleep.
I don't go unconscious. So I would
You're not
just like sit. I would probably put myself in if Esther and Rune are in like a room together. I'd probably just like on the inside of their door just sit cross-legged and like power down. But I don't go to sleep.
Is Neve alone?
I think so.
So,
Fair enough.
Leaving Neve alone so that he can bring the lady over.
Damn it.
Neve, in the midst of the night, while you are asleep,
God.
give me a D100 roll.
Isn't
5100 for die. Let's
Oh,
oh come
ooh. Ooh.
you got it really bad.
Okay. You hear, within your head. Well, actually, yeah. You begin to dream. Within your own head, you open what you believe to be your eyes, and you feel, for the most part, awake, but you feel like something's not quite right. As you glance around, the surroundings is just pitch darkness. And out of the darkness, a voice begins to echo. Low, shrill, almost haggard to hear, grinding like a whetstone against a blade. We call upon your services. Do you answer?
yes.
A hand extends out of the darkness. Something held within it.
Can I investigate
Yeah, absolutely.
or
You
just
kind of
look at it?
you walk over to it. You see the hand slowly kind of unravels and opens it up, and you can see on the palm of this kind of like almost gaunt, dark, like dark-skinned hand, which is almost like slimy with this like sludge on the surface of it, while these like fingernails that extend far longer than the actual fingers themselves. You see a small, like almost scroll, just in the midst of this hand.
Can I read it? Like, is there writing?
Yeah, you kind of pick it up and you read it, and for a brief moment you get very confused because it doesn't make any sense until you read it and you realize that it's asking you to specifically sacrifice a rune stone.
Like one of the massive ones?
No, not specifically that. Give me a Arcana check. You would know that one of the massive ones are known as milestones, and regardless of how much power they wield, they are indestructible. There have been many within history who have attempted it, none that have succeeded, and zero that have lived when they've made the attempt. What they specifically mean, in this case, at the very best of your interpretation, would be a sliver of it, a small, tiny portion that has been managed chipped away or has fallen off of it. They are known as runestones, incredibly powerful artifacts that would be extremely beneficial. They're asking for a sacrifice.
Of course, it wouldn't be easy. Let me guess, you have one in mind?
You're already heading there. As the rest of the dream fades, and you sit up, awake, clutched in your hand, a piece of seaweed.
Ugh, gross.
But yeah, eventually, all of you wake up in the morning and find yourselves ready for whatever it is that the day might bring you. As your rooms are honestly relatively comfortable. There's these metal framed beds with these relatively soft pillows and kind of like feather filled mattresses that are on these beds as well. They're very comfortable. It's extremely warm, and the floor is like made of this blackish gray marble. Um, these rooms were like, it feels like it's been splurged out because there's like a couch in the middle of the room as well. The cuck couch. Sorry, no, I had to, no, that's not what I meant.
Crazy.
It's just a couch. It's just a couch that just
Quite the
happens to
throne.
be in the room. But it's quite a nice kind of centerpiece furniture, as well as the actual beds themselves being very decent as well. But yeah, all of you wake up. You know that there is a complimentary breakfast as well, of which you would be able to find down where the bar is, if you so wish to have it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
Suppose so.
Oh, you know, Simon, we never checked on the food he took back. Now that I think about it.
Oh, mm, I guess it was seafood. Oh, like I didn't want to take it out in the middle of the hotel lobby in case they don't allow outside food. I'll like try and remove the food that I have stored as
okay.
nicely as possible.
What would have Simon
Oh
taken?
no.
Well, a little bit of everything. The none of the like lobster boil. I feel like that, or like the seafood boil. That's too much. But like some of the lobster bisque or whatever it was, and
Okay.
all of the
Do you have a container
other
that you're taking it out of, or are you just taking it out with your
No,
hand?
it's just out of my mouth. I'm expecting everything to come out perfectly fine.
Okay. The rest of you in the room, are you doing it in the room or are you doing it out in the
Yeah, in the
breakfast
room.
area?
Because I didn't want to like bring outside food to their establishment.
Roll me a d20.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Well, the first thing that comes
Uh-oh.
up is the hollandaise drenched, like salmon that there was had, or it was a portion of it at the very least. As it comes back up, it kind of like rockets across the room, and it slams into this really nice mirror, bedside table that you guys see, and the mirror doesn't shatter, but you do see that this like large chunk of salmon covered in this sauce now lands on top of this cabinet. The salmon is almost pulverized, and actually, it smells fine.
Well, it all ends up in the same place, anyways, right, guys?
Yes. Though I don't think anyone will want to eat it now that it's you know.
Splattered. Yeah.
Oh, you get in there.
Whoa, it's the girls' room, man. You're not supposed to be in there.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I swear there's
Which is
more in
your-
here. I have to get all of it out, or else it's gonna get on things. So I
Is this a
try and
bad
remove.
time to mention that I left all my money in Simon's mouth?
Oh,
Oh.
You mean your hollandaise money?
Hey, Simon. As you kind of walk over to the salmon.
Wait. Why doesn't someone Hey, Neve, can you like crawl in here and like get the food out?
Oh,
So I'm in the
awful.
room next door and just hear my name called out to an exorcist like puke spray.
Yeah. You hear a thud. And then, hey, Neve.
I throwed up.
I flowed up.
Yeah, I'll come investigate.
Yeah. Um, you
Why does it
see
smell like lobster?
you see Simon currently standing in front of a dressing mirror, looking a little bit sheepishly at what appears to be like a smashed portion of salmon covered in this like creamy sauce that is sitting no plate, just on top of the cabinet.
I need your help to clean out my insides.
What? Why was this in
wait,
there?
why? Also, why is Neve doing it again?
Well, I think it's not really a task for a lady, and
Touche.
Neve is the smallest of the guys.
You're right. It is not a task for me.
I mean,
If you walk
I'm
over,
also used to fishing and seafood.
Also, young Carlo probably has diseases.
you, God damn.
Fucking excuse you?
Oh my god.
No,
the
he
amount
does
of
not.
shade. The amount of shade at
What
poor
the
young
hell?
Carlo today.
What did John ever do?
Oh, oh.
You've been inside too many things. I don't need you inside of me.
Jesus Christ. It's been like 4 times max.
Since I've known you.
No, 1 time since you've known me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, 1 time, 3, 4 times. It's whatever.
Neve, as you walk over, you do see like a gold coin just lodged in the splatter.
Is this mine?
Well, I think so.
Is there any kind of like sink or wash basin or
Yeah,
anything?
this is
Just lick it.
actually a relatively decent establishment, and they do have running water and a bathroom. Kind of glancing out, it is a shared one, but it is like a relatively decent larger room where you can kind of both bathe and shower. But there is also a sink that has running water.
Okay, I would like to toss the coin into the sink and then stick my hand inside Simon's mouth.
Oh,
Okay.
awful.
Oh boy. Roll me a dex check.
Uniquely
Nothing.
horrific.
Wow, I'm rolling
man-
very
Man-made
consistently.
horrors beyond our comprehension.
I mean, it takes a little while, but you manage to scoop out a bunch of handfuls of food that have like clumped together, combined, or like stewed together in various different ways that you're just like, how did this even happen? Um,
I think you should try it.
you pull out what appears to
Oh,
be like a
Oh.
really decent
Day
looking
old fish.
oyster. Uh,
Ooh.
like it would have been really decent if it had been fresh, as you see all these sorts of like thin, almost like thin glass noodles on top of it with this like huge layer of garlic. And then you look at it and you realize like there is like a coin, there's like a silver coin smack dab underneath that layer of like glass noodles, and you are not sure how it got there. But multiple handfuls later, you were fairly confident that you got the majority of it, of the food, out of Simon's stomach, or sorry, Simon's bag. Um, and just kind of ruffling through it, it takes you a little bit, but you get all of your coins back as well.
I should
Not
mention
all.
there's like a bunch of like scrap metal in there and stuff too. Like there's a bunch of random crap.
Oh, cut up hands? Question mark.
No,
Oh, of
no,
course
no.
not.
That's not how the bag of
Just like
holding
different
works.
tools and different
Yeah.
like
Oh, okay.
The bag
yeah.
of holding specifically, when what happens is that you have to like think about calling forth something, and in that moment
Oh.
there was definitely a lot of thought about both his coins and the food, so both come up. But yeah, you managed to kind of pull out the majority of well, you're pretty sure it's the majority of the food,
Oh
and you
wait, there's a
recover.
shortcake too.
You do
I,
pull out a shortcake with the icing that is just smeared all over the entire thing, and it
That would
smells
still be good.
vaguely. It smells vaguely fishy.
Mm.
Simon,
Fish cakes.
no one expects you to eat. Why is there so much food?
I was saving it for you guys. I was saving it.
There's like 4 people's worth of food in Simon right now.
Now that it kind of just mixes together.
Please try some.
I so based off the smell, that none of this is edible.
What?
Give me a nature or medicine check.
Depends who you ask, I guess.
Oof.
You don't know. I mean, it's probably edible, but also like you just don't know.
I look at you with big yellow eyes, looking as if I've been a disappointment. Please eat the food.
You did such a good job holding my money. I okay, can I eat just the oyster?
Yeah.
Oyster.
Give me a D100. I will tell you right now that if you roll below a 20, you will get food poisoning.
Yikes.
No!
oh no! Let's go!
No.
You took the
Wait,
coin
now?
out, you clean it up as much as you can, and though it is absolutely delicious going down, like the garlic is really complimentary of the various different like, oyster flavors. Once it does go down, you're like, that doesn't feel quite right. Oh, that definitely doesn't feel quite right. Give me a con save.
Ugh.
As he's eating that, Esther kind of thinks for a moment and is
Oh
like,
my god.
now that I think about it, I have a spell that could actually fix up all this food.
It's a
Mhm.
good thing you're in the bathroom because immediately the entire thing comes back up.
Oh.
And I guess I'm about 10 minutes too late on that revelation.
Mm, hmm. Was it
It,
something
it,
I did?
it was good. Thank you.
To be
Anyone
entirely
else
fair,
want any?
it was delicious going down. It just probably wasn't safe.
You had to do it twice. You ate it twice. Tasted it twice.
You were considered poisoned for the next hour.
Oh shit.
Hey, does anybody else want to give it a try?
Maybe Maybe I should put it back in so I can give it to the other guys.
Oh,
You are in the bathroom now, and I'm fairly certain like the door would have been open long enough that the others would have heard you. So if you guys wanted to join them, you could. There's something going on in the bathroom.
I mean, is the bag of holding refrigerated? Is that something we should invest in?
I don't think any bags are holding a refrigerator.
we could invent one, but that's about
Can we
it.
get a refrigerator and put it inside the bag of holding, or
Perhaps we put a
I
lot
don't
of
know if you want
ice
to do that shit.
at the same time.
Yeah.
The opening to
Perhaps
Simon's mouth is only so large, or Simon's neck, sorry, is only so large.
maybe like no temperature escapes. So if you like put a bunch of ice in, it'll stay cold. I can't imagine that the inside of my orifice is warm in temperature.
Having stuck my hand in there multiple times, what temp was it?
Genuinely, it did not feel like there was any temperature. Like there was no entropy on the other side. Is almost what it felt like. Like there was no heat that was being dissipated from your hand, but there was no heat that was being like gained by your hand either.
I'm not sure ice would make a difference.
Experiment for another day. Well, let's put a bunch of alcohol in you. That cures food poisoning.
Whenever John wakes up, I will just kind of like toss him the letter that's on the table from
Yeah.
last night.
It's more like a folded note than anything, but yeah, you kind of toss it to
Sure.
him as Jean. You wake up, you get a piece of paper like slapped against your face.
Shit. What is this?
I don't know, it's for you.
I unfold it.
It says the same thing.
Half elf? We don't. Is Neve a half elf?
I
No,
think
he's
I'm
a
talking
full
about
elf.
you.
Why would it talk about me? I'm human.
Ears.
Does it make me look like an elf? People said it makes me look like a dog.
I didn't think so, but here we are.
And you're sure it's for me?
Well, we don't have anyone else in our group that looks half elf.
Ugh. Don't even think about it. Well, what am I think about a lot of shit. It could mean anything. What kind of handwriting is this, by the way? Like, is it? Can I?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh well, I'm so good at those because he's so smart.
I believe in you. He
Oh,
is with
actually,
you.
oh,
Taking a look at it, it looks like it came from someone who was holding like the quill with a relatively large hand. It looks almost like a little bit clumsy, but not necessarily like unskilled. This person seems like
like a
a right. Yeah.
like a big guy with a battle axe outside of a library, that kind of thing.
Potentially.
Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, okay. This is interesting. They don't happen to like sell dogs around here, do they?
How the fuck would I know?
I don't know. You skulked around for a little bit. Did you see anyone selling dogs?
You think I was on the lookout for people selling dogs while I was walking?
I think you were on the lookout for fucking anything.
Well, you'd be wrong. I wasn't looking for anything.
All right, well, I guess this is big asshole who recommended the bar trying to scare me off. Well, let's see how this goes.
Been hearing a lot of noise from the other rooms, by the way.
Oh, they starting shit?
I don't know.
I mean, does it sound interesting or annoying?
I um I don't know. He genuinely looks confused at that question.
It's all right, man. Don't think about it too hard. It's yeah. Uh, I'll go knock, I guess. I'll like fold the paper, put it in my back pocket, and I'll go knock.
Yeah, you walk over, you look at their rooms. The doors are just open, but you can
Oh,
hear noise that seems to be coming in from the bathroom, which is at
he'll
the
just
end
stick his
of the
head
hall.
into the main room, I guess.
Yeah, kind of checking out the main area of the bathroom. Like there is, a couple of places where you could be doing a variety of things. Uh, it is currently Neve kneeling over the toilet, like hurling.
Oh,
You see, there is a pile of just like random food on the ground or in the sink. There's just a bunch of coins in the sink as well. And you see Rune and Simon just kind of standing there as well.
Is Esther
what?
also there?
Yeah, I think Esther would also be there.
We're just ambiently standing like at the door of the bathroom or something?
Just kind of looking and be like, whoa, what's going on? I mean, what would you guys have been
Okay.
doing? Would you guys have been paying attention or like not doing that?
Well, I think Rune kind of like just stares and then turns back to Giancarlo and goes, "It seems Neve finds seafood disagreeable."
You guys got seafood in the morning?
Well,
No, I saved leftovers from last night.
Oh, that's that's and did you put them on ice or no?
Well, I didn't think that I kept them in a safe place that I didn't think experienced the growth of.
You put it in your mouth, didn't you?
I mean, yes, where else would I have put, it was at the dinner. I put the food in my mouth.
I'm gonna go kneel next to Neve and just kind of like rub his back a little bit. It's all right, buddy. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, you could see
I
that
didn't
he
want to
looks like a
trigger.
little green in the face.
I I can kind of tell what's been happening just by
Oh,
his
oh yeah.
position.
Oh yeah.
is this
I'm
what
just
they
rubbing his
call
back.
an allergy?
No, this is called leaving seafood overnight.
Oh.
I'm just patting him on the back. All right, I'm gonna go get you. I mean, water. I'm gonna get you water. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Yeah, easily. There's like those water dispensers, just like kind of small like jugs just full of like clear water with like various different crystal glasses all around. Very easily you manage to grab a cup or two.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back up to him. Just try to cool him off.
Yeah, as you're kind of down there getting the water, you see the receptionist kind of look at you. Is everything okay up there? I'm hearing some.
Oh, yeah, it's we got some people that aren't, human, I guess, or mortal, and they don't know that if you leave seafood out overnight, it makes you sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You got anything
hmm,
for that? Any nausea?
I, I have a set of personal herbs, but I don't know how well it work.
Probably not. I'm just gonna stick with some water, give him the old fashioned. Unless you want like, I don't know if he wants hair of the dog or nothing, but yeah, water's probably fine. Just if I could get like a mop or like some rags and a bucket. It's not
Sh-
anywhere. It's just in the bathroom.
sure, I'll just bring that up for you.
All right.
Yeah, as you walk off, you could see she kind of goes behind the counter to grab some stuff. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, eventually, as you guys are kind of getting back to it, you walk up with the cold water to help out Neve. Neve, give me another con save. You feel definitely a lot better after the ice cold water. Or sorry, not ice cold water. It is like lukewarm, like room temperature water, but it's fine. Like it's agreeable.
I hate to ask, If I'm poisoned, do I have to make this with disadvantage?
Oh, you know what? Yes, you unfortunately do.
Womp
Oh.
womp.
You do it does make you feel a little bit better, but unfortunately not enough to wipe out the poison from your system.
Nice. Nice.
It's satisfying. It helps, but still feel like absolute shit. But yeah.
I think since no one, like, Giancarlo hasn't come back into the room to tell me what happened, I think Libra will finally just, like, walk out.
Yeah. Yeah. This is I mean, that's the scene that you walk into. As you glance into the bathroom, you see 5 people, including you see like the receptionist. She's currently like walking up the stairs with what appears to be like a small group of like rags and stuff, and, and like a bucket.
Rune kind of pokes around and looks at Libra and goes, Libra, Neve finds seafood disagreeable.
Again, I still like seafood.
He said it was pretty good though, if you want to try.
Don't try.
I take a look in the room,
It
and there's just seafood everywhere.
it's like slop basically. Like some of it is staying together, but a lot of it is literally on the tiled floor.
Wait, the vomit or the food that got pulled out of Simon's
The food that
bag?
got pulled out
Okay.
The vomit, thankfully,
is contained in the toilet. Yeah.
now, Jake.
What's up?
I don't know the best way to say this. If I did eat this, would it be bad for my character considering that he's probably had much, much, much worse?
Honestly,
Strong stomach.
you might have a little bit of a benefit to it. Like you probably have like a +2 to the save, but there's still a pretty petty chance you get poisoned.
Yeah. I don't think he will eat it, but I think he does like look over to it and just kind of goes, well, at least it's all in one piece and you can tell what it is.
Are you feeling better from yesterday? A good night's sleep?
Um, I didn't exactly sleep.
Oh. You want to take a nap?
No.
Okay. What's the plan today, guys? We have a insomniac, a poisoned stomach.
Well,
I don't think we have any major plans for today. I think we're gonna leave what would be tomorrow now. I don't know if you just
Yeah.
want to go today. That doesn't really matter to me.
I gotta kill that one
Our
guy.
thing was leaving today. Thought you hated being in cities or whatever.
Yeah, but as mentioned, like I'm fine with like a day or two, and currently we're at the or two part.
Yeah, so I thought it would be more, I don't know. I thought you'd want to leave.
Is there anywhere that sells a flute by chance?
Plenty of places across the city would sell flutes. Yeah, there are
Mm.
various different types or places that you could get it at. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the instrument, the flute, there are musical stores
Yes.
all over the place. If you're looking for like an artisan flute as a decorative item, there's a variety of like wood carvers shops. There's a lot of beautiful places that do crystal ones as well. um, yeah, it's a lot of different places. Also, this is the list of counselors. Good luck.
Oh, oh.
Where
What
did
is
you put it?
this? Oh my god.
So I was like expecting her to be like 60, and the elves were just being like, she's so
What is this?
young.
Who are these a list of?
The counselors.
The counselors.
Oh. Hmm.
Ral Balkans is a very Star Wars name.
Well, does
Garden
anyone want to?
Graceland.
Yep.
I love that. Does anyone want to come with me to go pick up a flute, the instrument?
What's the other option?
Killing that
I
guy.
I
I like
mean,
how
I
he wears
was
his pants up.
gonna go buy a flute and then go busking. So,
What?
I think I'd rather kill a guy.
Oh,
This guy gets it.
we have to tell you guys about the problem in the city.
What's the problem?
There's corruption.
Oh
Okay.
no.
What's new?
Well, it's new for this city. It might not be
Yeah, I'd say
new
it's
for.
not
What
it's not
kind of
exactly common here.
what do the people here consider corruption? I gotta know.
Well, there's potentially someone in the council who is blackmailing the other members of the council.
Hmm.
That's pretty. I mean, with what?
well, we don't know. We were going to find out.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out on the limb and say this is pretty standard stuff. For cities and politics.
But we
Yes,
could help Esther.
but okay, hear me out. Asheville. Wait, do I know if Asheville has like a is there like like not an army, but like a do they have like any sort of capabilities, like a guard, like a force, like
A
a
monopoly on state violence, if you will.
yeah.
Give me a history check. You would get the basics with a 5. You have, 15 with some
But also just like
details.
walking
and-
around, like have I seen
Oh yeah,
like
that's what the
any
5 would get you.
Oh.
You get some details with the 15. Never mind. I was gonna say with
Oh,
the
hell
25
yeah.
you get everything, but yes. Specifically, Asheville itself does have not necessarily a private military, but it has its own set of guards that they train specifically to be able to take on the demons. Like it is a relatively large array of people, and essentially anybody that is of fit and fighting age has at the very least the basics of some sort of training. um Essentially anybody who isn't a cripple, who isn't like physically capable, they've been trained in some sort of fighting so that everybody is able to defend themselves if it came to it. However, the guard force is like especially well trained. Asheville pays a lot of money to the various different places down south, in further south in the Goldyard Plains, especially the military academies, to train up a lot of their guards so that they are, elites, that they're not just, basic chumps, basically. um, you also happen to have heard a name yesterday in relation to a group, specifically known as the Demon's Banes. Here, let me give you this entry.
I'm a genius.
Boom. You see that?
Oh, wow.
Oh yes.
The Demon's Bane.
Oh nice.
Uh, Essentially, the people who belong to the organization known as the Demon's Bane are a set of militants and kind of private contractors, paladins, and whatnot that have prided themselves on being specifically used against the targets known as demons. A lot of them have been training especially for every single one of these incursions, and from what you had heard, quite a lot of them have been hired to be within Ashfell. However, you haven't seen any of them within the general city. Like maybe you've seen their symbol like once or twice on one person or two, but they're not very common to say the very least. And from what Cyrus has said, a lot of them are concentrated within the district for the council members and such. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What I expected. And then Cold-Drain, like where I'm from,
Mhm.
am I correct to assume that definitely not as heavy on the military front? Like we have a lot of like laborers
Coldrain
and
doesn't necessarily even have an army. It has a small militia. It has like a police force, which is kind of like kept in check, but there's not really like guards or anything of that specific set. Like the majority of the people of Coldrain are usually too preoccupied with themselves, their own work, and kind of studying academics and various different things like that to actually really care about doing crime. Like Coldrain's crime rate is crazy low for a place with
yeah.
essentially no police. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, Coldrain
Okay.
is very lacking. But oh, you know what? Because you rolled a natural 20, I'll give it to you. There are people inside of Coldrain that build war machines. There are inventors who are known to create weapons for war, though the majority of those weapons they've designed to be used against demons, not against other people.
Fair enough.
Though, if it blows a hole in someone in a demon's chest, it's going to blow a hole in someone else's chest.
Okay. I would wait until like I assume we're all meeting in like the sort of area we were sitting in yesterday down in the lobby.
Sure.
And
After a little bit of a cleanup
when
work.
everyone is together, yes, after
Yeah.
Neva stopped throwing up.
Still a little green, but he's definitely, not losing
I'm
everything that
back.
he had.
I will like clearly struggling to find the words of how to say this because I'll be like, I know that many of you do not like the city for legitimate reasons and also because of your past history within cities. But what Esther's father said yesterday really concerns me, and it goes along with what Alkan has been saying about where the next demonic incursion is likely going to be in the Drearporth. And basically the rundown is that there's this lady in the council who seems to be trying to build a wall and kind of hole up in the council district and keep the military to themselves, likely in preparing for the next demonic incursion. And I'm really worried that Coldrain is going to not be able to fight off against the demonic incursion without the help of Ashfell. So I think it's really important that if Asheville's council is now all of a sudden not going to be proactive in taking down the demonic incursion, a lot of people who aren't within the council walls are going to die. And some of these are my friends and even my family in Coldrain. So if we could please just try just like a little bit, just a little bit to get the council to maybe wake up to the fact that they have the power to stop part of this demonic incursion. Like Alkan said, we gotta hit it before they before they get the chance to build and get stronger. I think we should do that. Okay, thanks.
Good luck.
Is that a no?
Kind of cut off
You're
there.
not gonna want someone like me trying to convince a council to help each other out.
Well, you don't necessarily have to do the convincing. It's more just, to be fair, from what I can tell about you, you seem pretty intimidating. So I imagine that, you're more there for like insurance purposes. If things go really bad, then well, you do your
He's the
thing.
muscle now.
I mean, is he not muscular? Is he not strong? Is like Libra actually like a little wimp and I just never knew?
Nah, he's pretty big.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
see?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Pretty
I'm not
big.
little. I'm not little either.
Femdale talk from someone from the capital,
Yeah,
using a muscle as a deterrent for anything that might happen.
it's kind of just the same corruption, just the other way.
Well, I'm not saying that we initiate things. I'm saying that,
Yeah, that's what they always say.
yeah, but you see the difference between us and them is that we are not like actual politicians. You don't really have much of a stake in it aside from,
Neither is.
actually
Never mind.
actually making sure that things don't go too bad.
It's the same kind of power politics, though. Like you're threatening people to get what you want.
No, I never said anything about threatening. I'm just saying that,
But you want insurance.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
if you let's say you enter into like, I don't know, any building, would you not like to at least have your dagger or your bow or blade at your side?
Well, yeah, but I'm a dangerous guy and I do dangerous shit. You people seem kind of. He just kind of wiggles his hand.
Yeah, but you still carry the weapon with you because
So,
if something happens,
in this
you fall back on it.
allegory, I'm just an item, a thing to be used.
Ooh,
Ah.
ooh, nail on the head there.
You said it,
Pretty
not
cool
me.
to hear.
Great
Pretty
work,
cool to
guys.
hear.
Great work.
Honestly, I view myself more as someone who likes strategy. Like I don't think there's a correct way to approach this. We have many different avenues, especially if
I,
there's blackmail involved.
well, I don't
Well,
even think
how
that it's
about
something.
how about you go ahead and figure that out on your own then? I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna leave.
Wait,
Yep.
is there a way for me to gauge what would persuade them?
You
Like
can
just
do
reading the.
insight check.
Okay, well, let's cross our fingers.
Um,
Oh no.
Libra, you could give me. What is he thinking right now? You can either.
Well, I mean, I'll just straight up say it after the comment that was just had. Probably nothing.
Okay, fair enough.
About being an object.
Yeah.
Of being a
Rude.
tool, yeah.
Um, with a 15, you would probably get a little bit of insight that this is something that struck a chord that he did not like. There's potential it might be more than
Mm,
just what's been said, but you don't really know enough about him to say so.
mm. Okay. Can I try and say, wait, and try to persuade them with a rallying speech?
Interesting strategy.
Are you attempting
Depends
to
on what you
use?
say.
Do you have an ability, or are you just trying to kind of say something that might kind of
Well, I was hoping to roll persuasion if I could.
Unfortunately, in the case where it's
Old.
player characters, you would not be able to do persuasion checks. You could do insight checks to do to see if they're lying and such and whatnot. But for player characters, because you guys have your own agency, a lot of that is determined specifically by conversations that you have. You could certainly speak to him. Like, it doesn't seem like he's gonna stop you. Like, he does. When you say wait, Libra, do you stop?
At the door.
Okay. Stepping in. Okay, so Rune kind of collects herself and goes, "Ooh, sorry." Kind of collects herself and goes, clears her throat and thinks for a second because she kind of just said it impulsively. Okay, well, I don't think. Clearly, we're not doing a great job persuading you by appealing to your stereotypical image. Um, I think really at the root of this is, this is concerning the lives of people who aren't on the council, right? We're worried about the people who live here and the people that Esther grew up with. And we're hoping we can persuade them one way or another. But if there is something nefarious, we're hoping that we can have support there from our friends. Whether it's violence or not, we don't know. We have no idea. But I think we're just asking for your support as our friends, to help Esther with a problem that's deeply affecting her family. And Simon, who has so much sympathy and empathy for these people. And we're not going to force you, obviously. But could you think about it and get back to us tomorrow? I mean, if I were to, play to your stereotypical archetypes, I would say, don't you want to eat the rich? Don't you
No.
want to punch some richies in the face? But, I hope that you can think about it in terms of
Listen,
the fact that we want
I'm
to
gonna
help
stop
the
you right
populace.
there.
Oh, okay.
You keep saying this word, friends. As far as I'm aware, I don't know anything about half of you. You know where I
Well,
grew up. I know where she grew up, pointing at Esther. We don't know anything about each other. We work together. That's about it.
well, my best friends don't know my favorite color, but we are bonded in other ways. That's all subjective. Do you have a checklist? I'm sure we could negotiate one if you really cared that much, but
Good
listen.
luck. And I'll walk out the room.
John is cackling. He's having a great time.
After he like walks out after a moment, Esther just kind of like shrugs and says, I don't really get it. Like, just a moment ago, he was all fine with like going and killing a guy for Giancarlo's sake,
That's
and
Well,
different.
then
maybe he's only for
I imply that his like forte is violence and combat, and then suddenly I'm the bad girl.
All right,
well,
Esther. Let me break it down for you real quick. All right. So, I don't really know all that much about Libra. I just know where he's from and the kind of life he lived. All right. Both me and him were basically somebody else's property. All right. And so when you were like, he's the weapon in the back pocket, he's the tool, you just did the same shit that whoever owned him did to him before. All right. That's what he's upset about.
And I was supposed to know this. How?
Well, you kind of have to read between the lines, but I guess you can't read, so I don't know.
Like, you can't really not tell anyone about anything and then get upset when they strike a nerve that you didn't make aware.
Well, I never said he was a nice guy, but that's
yeah.
kind of where we're at.
Well, I mean, I think we can all agree here that maybe that's a bad faith reading, but also I think we can also sympathize that maybe it's a sore spot,
I mean, it's a completely different situation. I mean, Giancarlo, you didn't have to frame Esther's words in that way so that that's what Libra heard. I mean, it's much different than his upbringing to have friends who ask you to play to your strengths than to have a owner who exploits you for them.
Yeah, the friends thing isn't selling him either.
Was he
I
in a
wouldn't say that
startup?
we're friends.
Was he in a startup that called everybody family?
You know, that might be exactly it.
I understand. I've read about this in my books.
You
You have a
Sorry,
lot of
your
You're
books
100%.
are where you're getting confused about a found family that's nefarious?
you have a lot of interesting books, and like I'm honestly, you say you're from the Feywild. I'm kind of impressed in their extensive category of reading material.
Well, Yaya likes to read, so
I mean, I guess teach their own. It's just the Feywild is not really a place that strikes me as having all the libraries. But hey, I guess she has her own dominion.
well, I told you some of my siblings come home, so they bring gifts. It happens.
Well, regardless, I suppose we're leaving tomorrow. Yes, or are we
Might as well.
going today?
Where is our. Sorry, I can't say the word I said before. Where is Alcon?
As of this current moment, she is not with you.
Yeah, didn't she stay in the inn?
She
don't
did?
know. She never showed up last night.
She kind of
She was-
just gave us the location that we should probably go to next, and was like, "Hey, there's this place."
Yeah. To be fair, she did say she wasn't coming with us this time,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. Anyway,
Like we that's why I was mentioning it with my father that like we'd probably end up returning, because more than likely I imagine that like we'd have to come here to catch her up on whatever happened. Well, I guess I would say we can maybe leave now, but I kind of looked in the vague direction of the door. I guess Giancarlo, if you want to like try and find him, unless that like me suggesting you do something you're good at is like objectifying you, in which case I put both hands up when I want to do that.
Well,
Now we're getting testy. All right. Listen,
maybe Giancarlo is Libra's only friend. I didn't
wouldn't say
realize that was
that.
the case.
Look, you don't go 200 and almost 20 years without learning how to push limits and buttons. You should see
Well,
some of the people I had to deal with in the temple.
yeah.
You develop a bit of a sass with them.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't say I'm his friend, but I'm the one who, I don't know. I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna
I
try to
mean,
find him, but he
tend
can
to
turn
share rooms
invisible.
with them.
So.
That's usually got to count for something.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
we
they're
talk so much.
roommates. That's very cute. And they were roommates.
He was going to kill someone for you. And
Well,
That
he
is
was just
true.
more interested in that than playing politics or whatever.
well,
Or no,
Well,
busking. He was busking. Yeah.
well, yeah. Did you want money or not?
I'll just go steal it.
Oh yeah, that is true. Neve is
What?
lacking. Neve, can you play an instrument?
Okay, Neve, can you
No, but I've
steal while
retrieved
I
my
play
money.
an instrument?
Look,
Okay, better question. Can you sing? Because if you can sing, then I think we can get a little band going here. Because I can play the violin.
I can sing.
I have a plan to get my money back, and I'm not worried about it.
About busking. Okay, well.
And really, Giancarlo, you can sing.
Yeah.
All right.
A little.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's workshop this idea later. It seems like we have
Either
other
that.
things that
I don't want to now. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go find Libra.
Well, you go find Weaver then. I guess.
the worst thing to ask a performer. Can you perform? Do it now, right now, in front of me.
What do you know here?
The
Do it now or
worst
no balls.
thing. Yeah, literally.
Now,
ugh.
right now. I need you to do it now. Now.
Prove it. Prove it now.
Oh, you can act something for me right now. What?
Do a voice. Do a character.
Ugh.
But I guess
Memories.
while you're, I guess whilst you are looking for him, I suppose Rune and I can go to an instrument store, general store. I don't know what would really have a flute, honestly.
Oh, and do me one favor while you're out.
Huh.
If you see the big guy who pointed me towards the bar, and obviously not you can see him, but you can sense like the familiar whatever it is you do. If you like notice him,
Well, I'm not gonna be able to do that on just one like encounter with someone.
can you not recognize people at all?
I can, but like it's not just again through one encounter that lasts all of like what 5 minutes. At that
What
point,
do
you're
I
just
look like
another.
to you?
I kind of like look at him. You look. I mean, everyone vaguely looks the same, but I mean, you do look. How tall is Giancarlo?
Ooh, I believe he's 5'8".
I mean,
Five
Just
eight.
in general.
you look like
Yes.
about an average male size, but I mean, you're.
Is
There's
my aura
nothing.
a different color?
No, if your aura was a different color, we'd have a bit of an issue.
Oh.
No, you simply you look like most individuals. The only person who really looks any different is Simon.
Well, that's not surprising. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that it has something to do with how you came to be, but yes, most people that were born in a natural way, most humans, mortals, whatever you want to call them, generally look the same, which is to say that you're kind of just a shadow, but you have like you have a bit of a light inside of you, and that's kind of what makes you stand out from the rest of the darkness.
Oh, that's so sweet. All right. Well,
Well,
obviously you're not going to be.
it's not that deep. It's literally just the fact that you're alive. If you die, you're basically nothing to me.
So just take it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find
Oh,
the invisible guy. Good luck.
yeah, it really isn't that useful that the tank is
You know,
invisible, huh?
well, I was gonna say, invisibility doesn't really have much of an effect on me.
This is
Oh,
true.
do you want to go looking for Libra? I'm sure you could convince him to come back.
Well, I mean, probably not convince him, but I could probably find him.
Well,
I do at least recognize your all's like general auras and appearances, so
I think we should
alright.
just let Giancarlo go. I think it's
Yes.
okay. I
Neve,
think
you
it's okay.
saw the big man that he was talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Do you
then
wanna
that's
No.
Neve's job.
I was about to say, do you wanna stick with us that way in case I guess they're watching or I I guess they might be watching any of us that were present there, but
oh, and you're from here, right, Esther?
uh yes, but about as much as from here as you are. I was
You
born
know
here and
the. Mm,
I lived here for like 14, 15 years and then I kind of left. Really only
oh,
visited on occasion.
okay.
So like
You
I
don't.
know places, but I
Yeah.
can't properly make my way around. It has been about
Would you know like
200 years.
cultural practices?
For the most part, yeah.
All right. So, what would be the appropriate way to challenge someone to a duel?
What an odd question. Let me think. Um, GM.
History check.
Oh no, the +1. Take it or leave it, big guy.
That's pretty
Oh my
good.
goodness.
Whoa!
The correct
That's a no.
formal way to challenge someone to a duel, depending on your specific rank and station. If you're like actually well known and you're like of a well known like almost nobility house, you are expected to present like a letter of challenge. You're expected to present various different kind of almost like miniature donations to adhere to the kind of regulations, basically as tribute in case that person dies. And then they are allowed to either accept the tribute and accept the duel, or they can refuse the tribute, which also refuses the duel. Alternatively, if you are not as well off, typically you can just challenge someone, make a time for the Coliseum, and so long as you guys properly sign up with the right documentation, you can just fucking fight each other. The rules are determined on your own, but the Coliseum's refs and judges will enforce them.
Well, I mean, it works a little different for people who are, like in a position of power, like politician,
Oh.
nobility, whatnot. But for like people like us, where we're not really, big public figures, you can kind of just challenge whomever, and as long as you and them, like, meet at the arena, set the boundaries, the rules, and whatnot, whatever you do is legal.
Excellent. I'm
So,
excited.
if you find the guy, yes, just you can always challenge him. Obviously, you can't just. I mean, you could fight him in the streets, but
I wouldn't. That'd
then
probably be
you're
a bad
liable
move.
for murder if it goes that way. So if you
Yeah.
would have to, like, if you wanted to get free of any legal repercussions, you'd have to officially challenge him, meet him at the arena, set the rules. You'd probably have to specify that death is an option and hope that he agrees to it. Hope that he's rearing to kill you just as much as you want to kill him.
I'm good at convincing people to try to kill me, so that should be easy.
That's an odd skill to have, but hey.
It's worked out pretty well. Well, good luck. I'm gonna go find them, and I'm gonna leave.
Rune's gonna turn to Neve and whisper under her breath, "Was my rallying speech really that bad?"
I think we started on the wrong foot and we weren't going to save it.
I honestly don't understand how Libra works.
You know, I read in a book once that trauma is a wild thing.
He likes baths and doesn't like pirate bars. That's what I've learned.
I would never know that about bats. I don't make it a habit to go into men's rooms.
I mean, it was a communal bathhouse. I assume there were women's baths as well.
There were.
Seems a bit
Probably
vulgar.
didn't get to be clean very often, considering how he was raised.
Now, do we know he was raised this way, or are we profiling him?
It's happening again.
I mean,
Oh, he
Giancarlo
said.
has said as much.
Okay, well,
Carlos profile.
he seemed pretty upset when we profiled him before, so I don't want to risk it.
Okay. But as you guys are kind of having this conversation, I will call this session here, and we'll pick up next time with Giancarlo finding Mr. Invisible. Or going to find
Hey, Mr. Invisible.
Mr.
I think it's
Invisible.
very funny that you think he went invisible.
He's just using it as an excuse to like have them leave him alone or give them shit about it.
I just think it's funny because he can only do that once every long rest.
Yeah.
And he
It
didn't
is,
exactly
yeah.
long rest yesterday.
All right. Yeah, but they don't know that.
Well, they don't know that, true.
I can't believe you guys let me talk as long as I did. I was really pulling at straws there.
I
was
was
loving
very
watching you
interested
flounder.
to see where you were gonna go with it.
I was also
It
interested.
was-
I was like, I had an idea where I was like, Alcon would probably walk in to check on you guys, and then you started it, and I was like, nope, she's not coming anymore.
But
Talk
Kira
about a
heard-
disaster.
Kira heard me in the other room, and she sent me a text that said, "I know profiling you wasn't persuasive, but let's try another approach."
Yeah.
It was just so poorly worded from the
I
get
just thought it was funny because you were like, Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously you didn't like it when we did this thing, but you're a muscular man. You like to fight things.
Like,
Surely.
is it incorrect? Is the profiling